Alright, welcome to my Junker Queen gameplay guide, version 2. So the reason why I'm doing a second one is, number one, there were some audio issues with the first Junker Queen guide that makes it not so fun to listen to. And the second is that there have actually been a number of changes since that video. Number one is that her shotgun ammo has been increased from 6 to 8. Her knife projectile size increased about 33%, and it does 65 damage now instead of 50 on impact. Her bleed healing, that was a big change, increased from 1.25x to 2x, and her Rampage does 40 impact damage and 60 bleed instead of just all 100 bleed before, so it now does some instant damage. And there have also been two minor nerfs to her. Number one is that her shout temp health went down from 200 to 150, and her ult cost increased by 15%. Just like in the last video, these are all going to be quick play games. The reason for that, it's a lot faster to get footage on a spread of situations like map, enemy tank, etc. My gameplay guides are also focused mostly on diamond and lower players. Quick play is more representative, I think, of a lot of their experiences because it's a lot more chaotic and people do odd things. In GM, the games tend to be very formulaic. People always play the same spots and they react optimally most of the time, so it's not necessarily so helpful to people where it's like your games don't look like my games because everyone's playing it very differently. Lastly, I do have full-length reviews of my own and other players' Junker Queen gameplay up to and including the games that I play in GM, so if you do want to see, hey, GM Junker Queen gameplay, it's easily searchable on my channel. Alright, starting really quickly on Junker Queen, number one, enormous skill ceiling, right? Super high. She's extremely aim reliant, both in terms of hit scan and projectile aim, which creates like this difference of the way you need to aim with different abilities, which is really important. That's not even including her melee aim, which is harder to hit than you might imagine. There's like a little more skill to it than you would think. She has decent self-sustain because of her healing from bleed. She requires less healing than a lot of other tanks to do her job, but conversely, she scales poorly with more healing. So unlike someone like a Zarya, where if you pump healing in, she can carry the game, Junker Queen's not so good at that. So if you have a lot of healing on your team and they're all focused on trying to keep you up, you might want to consider playing another tank that you can get more value out of. Alright, with that, let's jump into the very first game. So I have a good cross-section of games here. Every single game, I'm going to try to focus on one particular concept to talk about in addition to the regular Junker Queen gameplay that as I narrate. So in this one, we're going to be playing against Zarya, and I want to talk about tracking Zarya bubbles over the course of this because I'm going to make different decisions based on how many bubbles the enemy Zarya has. So in this game, the Zarya actually just selected, so she's going to be a little late, but I don't know that. I'm going to come out right now. I pause here behind the truck. Behind the bus, because I actually know the Zenyatta is going to attack me. So I see the Zenyatta over here, I see him on the edge of my screen, I know he's charging, so instead of walking wide to the left, I walk straight here to prevent the angle from him to be able to attack me. See? I know it seems like really small, but like he could have done a lot of damage. I think there's almost no way that he could kill me here, but he could have done a lot of damage and built his way to trance, which would be, you know, not good for my team. I mark forward, I could have thrown a knife there, but unlikely I'd hit that. I walk up, I'm trying to evaluate the situation. Zenyatta does a good job getting around the corner. I still have no idea what the enemy tank is. So I play safe here, right? I'm just swinging around the corner, being like, okay, what's going on? It's pretty a good idea at the very beginning of games to play safe when you're on offense, because you don't know exactly what the enemy comp is. And for example, I could have walked in and been like walled off by a Mei or something. So just play safe until you have all the information you need to make choices. Try to pull somebody off high ground. This is really important with knife, is always be fishing for big plays, right? If I pull someone off high ground, virtually guaranteed that they die here because I can just shout and run them over. So this knife is on target. It makes the Cassidy nervous, he drops, it almost hits the Ash, so the Cassidy drops right now, and then from here, I immediately follow up. So, how does this happen? Well, first of all, let's finish and have me actually kill him. So, this is really important, right? I see two people on high ground. Junker Queen has no high ground mobility, right? She can't jump up there, she can't climb walls, she has no pedal platform, obviously. So, your only ability to challenge high ground is either A, you need to take a path that gets you to high ground, like stairs or a ramp. And number two is pulling people off high ground with knife, which is very powerful. So in this case, my challenge for high ground, the only way that I can help my team, because if I don't deal with this, like if I walk in, they're going to shoot my backline, is I throw knife to try to get somebody off. So in this scenario, it forces the Cassidy off because he gets nervous about getting hit by it, then he drops. I recognize A, the Cassidy is half health, and B, he's not an LOS of his supports, because the supports are all the way over here, which means I just want to kill him off quickly and move on with the fight. Right? I shout forward, easy kill. Now, you won't always get this, but just recognizing like the decision-making process of like, okay, what was I trying to do? They have high ground, I try to pull them off high ground. Okay, they drop, what do? Can I rush into and kill them? I can? Great. So, very important to think about that. I finally see the Zarya, I recognize Zarya's been late. I ignore the Zarya completely and try to go for backline. Because the Zarya right now has 2 bubbles, I would assume. Yep, she's got 2 bubbles because she starts with 2 bubbles. I haven't seen her use any of the bubbles and she just showed up to the fight late. So I'm going to assume she has 2 bubbles. There's no point in me focusing her down. She's also a very, very low threat right now. With 0 energy, she only does 90 damage per second with perfect tracking. That is really, really low. So I understand that she's not going to walk through my backline and kill anyone, so I can completely ignore her right now and go for the supports. If I focus her right now, she's a combination of bubble and double support pocketing that will prevent her from dying anytime soon. It's far more productive for me to go for the backline if the backline is accessible. Now, you see that I throw a knife in the backline. What does it cause them to do? They both back out here. Great. So they've broken LOS on the support, on the tank, so I can start working the Zarya down if I get a chance. But I'm chilling right now because I heard there's somebody on right. I still know there was somebody on high ground over here. She has rotated here. Yep. So I'm looking for her right now because I just heard it. Right. But that's what causes me to pause. That's why I don't like go right away. So right around here, right? Like I'm going for the back line. Fine. Right. I turned because I'm looking for the Ashe because I heard the shot, but I didn't see her right away. I should have looked up in the air. Killed the Zen. I did very little damage there. I think he drops all the way down to like 5 health from a Hanzo arrow or something like a Hanzo arrow or something. So at this point, okay, chase down. Nose again, completely ignoring the enemy tank. She's full health right now, but she's got what? 27 energy, so she's doing about 110 damage a second. That's irrelevant. Like against for a tank, that's irrelevant. I don't really care about that at all. I can just walk over the back line. I do that. I go for the Kiriko. She gets bubbled. Fine. I immediately turn back and go back in. Why? Bubbled Kiriko, I'm going to take 2 shots to pop the bubble, and that's going to feed the Zarya 40 energy, and she could potentially kill me right now. You know, she does, what is it, 100 damage with headshots right now? Like, she can kill me in 2 headshots right now. And I know I've broken LOS on my supports because of how far in I am, so instead of trying to challenge the Kiriko, who is a small target and already bubbled, I just go back and finish the Zarya. I recognize that Kiriko is like really far away right now. She's not going to get healing to the tank in time. Yep. And then there we go. So now I walk forwards. Why? The point's capped at this point in time, like effectively capped, like we have to wait on it, but that's okay. I want to go up and take this space away because the point's going to take so long to cap with 1 or 3 people that a lot of people are going to respawn here at the forward spawn. So if I can pick off anyone out here before they come out of forward spawn, I can keep the stagger going and keep snowballing the enemy. Versus if I stay back here, and just cap the point or chill, then they're going to regroup as 5 at the forward spawn, and then we're going to have to fight somewhere around here. Right? That's the idea as to why you leave the point in the situation to continue advancing. It is possible to throw in the situation. Like if I die and the enemy team has enough alive, they could potentially come back and cap the point. That does happen, and I've made that mistake before, certainly. I think everyone has made that mistake before. But the right play here, statistically, is to push the enemy. Right? I'm using Shout here. I'm trying to force down the Kiriko. It's really hard to hit her with shotguns. She's a very thin model. That's fine. Right? I have the mega health here. Like I'm pretty safe. Soldier's overextended. Great. We'll take the kill. Go for the Zen. That would have been a hit, but she gets bubbled. Right, I forced the second bubble out. I try to time it. I don't know if I hit it very close. I think I might have hit it just in time. So just playing out here, working the Zarya down. She's going to beat me. I shout. Try to get in on the Zen. And I meant to strafe into the subway, but I missed it. Regardless, I actually am going to die here. I'm going to die here no matter what. So my number one problem here is I don't expect these 2 people to be so far back. Keep in mind, they're not responding. Like, one of these people should have left point for sure. Like, the Hanzo, for example, is probably the best choice here to stay on point, and then the Ana move up with me. But both of them are sitting way back here because they're just kind of like dueling this Ashe for no particularly good reason. I expect them to all to be here. But either way, this is my read, my mistake, right? I should not be this far up. I die here, and this is bad because this is going to allow them to challenge earlier than they would have been able to if I just stayed alive. I come to spawn. Ashe jumps up top. Right, again, note about high ground. Whoop. Yep, got her. Great, we'll take it. So right now, how many bubbles does Zarya have? I assume she has 2, right? Because I just got here. She has 1 and 3/4, right? That's bubble number 1, right? I go in. Did I actually see her use the second bubble? I don't think I saw her use the second bubble. Oh no, I saw the second bubble right there. So that's bubble number 1. So I now know she only has 1 bubble, right? So this is bubble number 2. She does it, and I immediately go for the axe. I know she doesn't have enough time for the second bubble. Yeah, just in time for me to hit the axe swing. Now I work her down. Usually I say, hey, don't focus on tank, go focus on backline. In this scenario, I know the tank has just used up both her bubbles. She may have another one coming up soon, but I know she's super low right now, and I also see that my Reaper is already in their backline and not looking. So I'm wagering that I can kill the tank faster than the supports can react to what's going to happen here. Right, work her down. Even though in this situation she is high energy, right? It doesn't matter, right? I still just continue working her down. Like, it's just she's not going to do enough damage to have to stop me. So continue walking forwards. I shout here because I saw the Zenyatta to the right. I assume my Illari is going to chase, so I need to go this way, and I need to cut off the Zen's retreat. Going up. Alright, I hear the Zen. Throw a knife, great. And so now the stagger continues, right? Kiriko's dead, Zarya just died, the Zarya just spawned. So I know that we're going to get a lot of free space here. So just chill up here. Going up, right? Again, seeing if I can pull somebody, get a pick. Right? Just waiting. Okay, Zarya's here, working her down. You notice that even like any little bit of cover I can take, like, even this, I'll use this as cover if I need to. Right? So now there's a bunch of people here. I hit the knife swing, but like obviously the Kiriko's still too far. That's okay. I knew I was never going to be able to kill her. And sometimes, I would say quite often, your knife pulls are not for you to kill, it's for a teammate to kill. Because this Kiriko gets pulled in a straight line forwards right now. So if anyone was looking here, like an Ashe, a Hanzo, a Soldier, right, Cassidy, etc., she could die right now. And if my Illari was paying attention and saw the stick, she would know, like she would see a stick right now, she should just charge, walk here, and then headshot her out of the air right now. So that's like a huge thing about Junker Queen, is that not always are your pulls kills that you can confirm, it's also very much about what your team can do. And I think at higher ranks that Kiriko would have died or would have stepped out to avoid that potential. So I'm going to walk into the opposing team, I pop this, and I'm going to pop Rampage. This is a mistake, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So Rampage gets cleansed, and then I'm gonna die. For the record, if they did not cleanse this, which I knew they had cleansed too, by the way, or I should have. If they did not cleanse this, I probably would kill everyone because I hit 4 targets on the way in. I'm gonna be healing I'm gonna be healing like 150 health a second or something crazy. So that would give me like a lot of space here, especially if the rest of the team actually steps up to like do something in this situation. Yeah, and Dragon's coming in too, but I shouldn't have done this. This is misplay, and I remember feeling at the time it's like I was just kind of being greedy. What I really should have done is just played safe, right? Played this corner and just let the card advance and then saved ulti for after. Because I went in way too deep, none of my team can see me, and I forgot about Kiriko cleanse. I should have known, but I forgot that she had Suzu. Like, I forgot Kiriko was like in the game, and then she immediately cleanses the ultimate. This is super bad value, right? This is a throw by me. But, you know, mistakes happen. Alright, we're gonna come back in, walking up. Only Reapers here. I'm playing out here just to see if I can help the Reaper get out. Nope, can't do it. I immediately leave. Get the Mega. I have shout here if I need it. So I'm going to chill right now. I hear the Zen, I think, on high ground, but I know that at that angle, because of where I saw the Zen, he couldn't possibly hit me. These are things like higher level players do automatically from a spatial awareness. I see the Zen here. By the time I get over here, right, I get the heal. I hear the Zen with the volley. I know this volley couldn't possibly hit me because he had to have gotten closer to the edge of the corner. So that's why I don't even bother dodging from that direction. If the Zen actually could hit me, I would have been dodging like this backwards versus dodging like this backwards, if that makes sense. But now I know the Zen is a threat, which is why I get the library right away. I knew the Zen was high ground at that point in time. So now I walk forward. Try to pull somebody off high ground. Great, pull the Zen. Kill the Zen. Excellent. Right? Again, lots of high ground control in this game just by pulling people off high ground over and over and over again. I would also note here is how safe I feel. So the Zarya has a reasonable amount of energy. Oh, no, never mind, she has 0 energy. So the Zarya has no energy here, and I'm able to fight this even though my whole team is not here. Like, you see 1, 2, 3 people all the way to the back, and one's responding. So this is technically a 1-on-3 situation, but I have library here, and I have shout, so I know there's no way these 3 people can kill me. Right? Worst case scenario, I pop shout, I just run in here, and then run back here, and then I get healed up by my team. So I'm not feeling any particular danger right now, and I think that's something that distinguishes, again, better tanks from worse tanks, is understanding how much danger could I possibly be in this moment. I feel 0 danger right now. I don't care if you replace all these 3 players with GM players, they cannot kill me right now. So, like, that allows me to stick around and stay in the open right now and fish for this knife kill. Because if you were worried right now that you could potentially die, you wouldn't be going for this knife. Because you'd be like, oh, I might get blasted here. But I know that right here, that I'm very, very safe. Then dies. Right? Kiriko cleanse goes off. Okay, great. Excellent reload. Looking back to see how close my team is. Try to pull the Zarya out of position. Guys, she wants to go backwards, so me pulling her forwards is good for me. Right? She's clearly retreating because she feels like, hey, look, I don't think I can stay out here, which is correct, because she's already down 1. Reload. I thought about getting the Mega, but I started getting healed. All right, a lot of people here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I go for the high ground knife, and you notice that where I'm throwing the knife, not at her, but to my left, her right. The reason being is I expect her to not stay here because my whole team's about to peek this corner. So I want this knife to hit her, but unfortunately, maybe this knife would have hit her if I threw it high enough. I don't throw a knife high enough. Working on the Zarya, that's fine. Anna grenades me, which is a terrible grenade. So Bob gets popped, I shout immediately and go back. Why do I shout? A, gives me temp health. B, gives us the whole team speed. Okay, so we can all get back, and now we can get around the corner and deal with the Bob, which is really important. I don't know how my Anna dies here. She just stands in the open for some reason. Okay. Anyway, so we shout, right? This really, really important part of shout is shout can be used to neutralize so much of what the enemy does. A ton of enemy abilities rely on you being in the same spot and or not having just enough health to survive them. Shout messes up both of those breakpoints effectively, right? Things like shout can be used to counter like Winston dive, Doomfist punch, Riptire, Bob, etc. Like, there's so many abilities where extra speed and extra health can make a huge difference on whether anybody dies. So I get the axe swing here mostly to just help sustain. All right, try to work down the Bob a little bit. Dynamite hits me, I just chill. I noticed that my Ana is dead right now, and my Ilyari is on high ground. So I have to chill at this moment because I know there's just not enough healing. Now I'm trying to advance again. The good news is the Zarya is dead, so they don't have any front line. So I can probably move the cart for free, and that's what I'm looking for. So Cassidy's here, and Cassidy's out of position. He doesn't want to walk in the open because he's afraid of getting shot down. So I'm going to shout and walk into him. But I'm going to save axe here until after he rolls, and then pop axe after he rolls to hit him with it now. So that's very important, is always assume enemies have their abilities unless you've seen them use it. Axe or roll would be used to avoid axe, which is really important because axe is a big damage ability. It's also very reliable. So I want to follow him after he rolls because he's going to assume I'm going to try to hit him, right? And then go for it. He gets cleansed. Okay, no problem. Try to hit him with a knife. I'm nervous about crossing this gap because I know there's not a lot of healing here. Again, just the Ilyari here, and if I cross this gap, I can get shot by the Zen in the side and get discorded and the Cassidy in front of me. So I'm playing slow right now. Slow meaning like I don't want to take too much damage at the moment. And in exchange, just kind of moving the cart forwards because they have to stop this cart eventually, and they don't have a tank to do it. That's my perspective. I poke the Zen a little bit. All right, force the bubble out. Great, we'll take that. Unfortunately, both bubbles get used by Zarya. That's fine. Right, Ashkith dies over there. I work in the Cassidy, reload. I pop shout as soon as I have it. The reason being is, you see right here, she dies if I don't pop shout. And I see this live on my screen. So 3, 2, 1. I see the stick right now on the right side of my screen. I hold down shift, right? If you hold it down, by the way, it will pop as soon as possible. It's really important for all heroes that have defensive or mobility skills, like if you're coming out of a stun or a sleep, if you hold down the button, it will immediately pop it as soon as it's available. So that shout saves her life, which is really important. I go over to the Cassidy, who has somehow come all the way over here away from the cart, which is nuts. Like, I have no idea how this Reaper does not kill this Cassidy. Oh, because he's not even shooting at him. That's why. Yeah, the Cassidy should never live that long in that situation. Anyway. So the Cassidy's dead right now, so that's the only person who can touch the cart. So cart's going to walk forwards. I go after the Zen. I don't mind that I missed this knife. That's also important. It's the prediction aspect of projectile attacks. This Zen has only one possible way of surviving right now, which is to walk to the corner and get away, which is why I throw the knife in the direction of his escape. Now that he dodges it by not going that direction, he's trapped with me. He has no ability to get away at this point in time. Right? So he decides to walk up here, gets the mini, doesn't matter, right? I'm gonna chase, there's no way I can lose this 1v1. Right? Okay, bubbles get popped, great, no problem, he still dies anyway. And that's worse than if he just died back here, because now he's staggered for a few more seconds than he would otherwise. They're not gonna win this fight regardless. I wanna make sure Zarya dies so she doesn't keep her energy, and now I just walk forwards. Kiriko dies, great, didn't need to do anything, get Mega. Not a lot you can do right now, as most tanks, I would say. You just pretty much need to play the space, right? Just keep them off. Cart's gonna do its thing and keep moving. I'm just gonna fish, right? If I land a knife, maybe I can get a kill. I see that he's super low right now. I see there's only the Zen to heal, so I want to go and try to get the kill right now. Right, hit him with it. Great, we'll take the kill. Yep. Oh, there's an Ash here too. Great, we'll take 2. So I know the 2 DPS down, but I understand that I'm still pretty far away from my team, so I don't want to go too fast. Right, slowing down right now. Okay, Nano gets popped. I look for the Zen, but I saw the bubble get popped in the Zen, so I was like, oh, screw it. So now I'm looking at the Zarya, hit her with it. Miss the knife. I hear the Zen now. I'm like, okay, cool. Zen's still trying to fight me. He gets bubbled again. Right, fine. Like, this Zen, this is an insane path for the Zen to take as a dodge. Like, I understand that it allows him to survive me, but it pushes him closer and closer towards my team. You know, it's imagining, like, let's say I was standing right here, and there was an Ana right here, and the Ana decides to evade me by running this way. It's like, okay, yeah, you might evade me, but like you're gonna die anyway. Like, that's really important. Is you should make the best play you have in the situation. The best play for the Zen is not to keep running away from me. The best play for the Zen is actually to fight me here, melee, and use Discord, burn me down, so his team can come out and potentially kill me. Just trying to delay the fight and stay alive is not gonna be helpful at all. Ashe is here. So you notice the movement here is very intentional. I'm going to stay out of LOS. I walk forwards, then I pop swing, and I walk straight up. Because I could hear that I could hear there were no footsteps for her going back into spawn, and there's not a lot of time left. So I figured the Ashe wants to recontest this door, so look at it from her perspective. Right? She's like, okay, cool. Diamond's here. She's like, oh, I can probably walk out. And all of a sudden, she gets hit by Axe Swing, which is an insta-kill. And I think that's it. All right, cool. That is the first game down. Next game, we are going to be looking at Junkertown. I'm going to be playing on defense. This is against Winston and Reinhardt. So in this game, I want to talk about playing versus dive and against Reinhardt's shield. So playing versus dive is an interesting thing as Junker Queen. I think that you're quite strong against a good chunk of the dive heroes because your shout can be used to counter the dive itself, and then you can also prevent them from escaping. So most dive heroes have to like dive in, take a lot of damage, and then they have to get out. And if you can knife them before they get out, it can be really, really powerful. And we're going to see a couple instances of that, I hope, in this game. The next part of this is also playing against Reinhardt. I think a lot of people think that Reinhardt is good against Junker Queen. It kind of varies. Some people think he's good, some people think he's bad. I'd say it's maybe polarizing in that sense. But understanding how to work around his shield is important. I think if you're constantly just shooting a shield, you're going to lose games. So recognizing like when can I bypass the shield and attack him and or his team is very, very important. Alright, so let's start this game off. I'm playing defense here in Junkertown. Junker Queen, not a great long-range hero. Playing here, like if I was like a Sigma, I could play here. But as Junker Queen, I can't do anything from that distance, so I might as well just play here. It is okay to start high ground and then drop, which is actually not a bad idea. And I actually wish that I would have done this, because if they are playing dive like they are in the situation, I actually would have preferred to be up here, because I could stop the Winston dive. But so be it. I'm playing on low ground. I recognize the Winston's here, because I can hear him / see him. Looking for my supports. I'm not 100% sure where they are. Okay, there. Yep. Winston's got in. Nothing I can do about it right now. Ideally, if I was here, I could pop shout right away, save all my teammates. But with the Winston, or rather, with me not being an LOS of my teammates, I can't pop shout. So I take this opportunity to attack the backline. Right? My job here is to go after the backline. Right? Poking. I don't want to go too far in, because I still have plenty of time, and I want to wait the Winston bubble out. Because Winston, when he jumps in, forces everyone back. Then when the bubble pops, everyone walks back forwards. So I'm looking for the timing for when the bubble is popped, and my team can walk back forward and be able to help me. So Winston going right now. This is insane. I knew this right away. So the Winston's out here. He's low. He jumps in. I know he has no bubble, and he's half health, which means he's basically going to die instantly. And I'm working him down to make sure that my team kills him right away. Great. So now they have no tank. What does it mean when they have no tank? It's a 5-on-4. 5-on-4 means I go in right now. So I'm going to reload. And now that ammo, I'm going to shout and I'm going to go in. And this is like the moment. Like the timing of this is so important. If I go in earlier, like right when the Winston goes in, like if I go in right now, I just die. Like even if I shout and go in, like I'm not going to accomplish anything. They're all going to kite me, and then I'm going to run out of health, run out of speed, and I'm going to die. But I'm playing patient here, right? Recognizing, look, I got to take their attention away from my team a little bit. So I'm just poking at the corner, waiting, looking for the Winston. Okay, he's low. What's he going to do? All right, he goes this way. Great. Poke him down. He's going to die. Excellent. Now I reload, so I have full ammo when I go in. Shout, and I go in. Obviously, just working down whatever I can. Okay, fine. Is what it is. Right, Mercy's out of here. This is also important. It's like somebody's got to force Mercy Guardian Angel, so then she can die. Right? I force it because I'm the one who runs up there. Great, she dies. Did I kill her myself? I didn't, but I effectively forced that kill by doing my job as a tank of creating space, pushing them backwards. You'll notice also when I go in, there are 1, 2, 3 heroes here, right? So there's the Illari, there's the Sojourn, and the Mercy. Who do I go for here? I go for the Sojourn and the Mercy, right? The Sojourn first, and I forced out Slide. So that's 1 defensive cooldown forced. Then I go for the Mercy here, and I'm going to force out GA. You know who I don't go for? The Illari. Why don't I go for the Illari, concerning the fact that she is the most forward, right? So she's the easiest target to hit. The reason why I don't go for her is I already know she's going to die. How do I know she's going to die? Because she's super overextended right now. With no tank and these 2 enemies leaving her, she is going to die right now. I know the Mercy's not going to be able to heal her because I'm chasing the Mercy myself. So now the Illari's stuck in this position where she's alone at this cart, and she's going to outburst and she's going to die. that's an example of higher level game sense. Recognizing this Illari, the second I start this fight, is dead. Like, there's no real way, like, unless she outbursts up top, which is, now that I think about it, actually would be a really good play. There's no way that she's going to get away, like, walking on the ground, because there's way too much open space here for her to get away. Even if she walked into this room, at this point, I could chase her down and kill her. So she's dead here by positioning, and I don't even need to look at her. Right? Great. Right? I turn back at the end, confirm the Illari is dead. Excellent. And now we've got picks. Picks are good. Picks means that they can't push until they respawn. So that just bought like another 15 plus seconds off the clock. Hit the soldier, and I should have waited to pull right away. So I hit her with a knife. I didn't expect her to slide like right away, so I was expecting her to be able to pull her in a little bit. If I was a slightly better shot, I may be able to kill her there, but that's fine. I force slide out again. Work the Winston down, because I can for free. No one can poke me right now, because the soldier's gone, Winston's gone, it's fine. Lonzo's up here, he kills the Widow. Mercy goes for the res. So I go in for this. I probably should have shouted right away, but I thought she'd be safe, because she's at full health right now. Yeah, and the res goes off, we're good. Right? I axe swing the Winston, get him low, and I pop the knife in his back anyway. Even if he gets healed here, he will die anyway, because let's say that he has like 100 more health, so he doesn't die instantly. He'll try to jump out, and I'll use the knife to pull him right back in. So this Winston's dead no matter what. Also note that the staggers from earlier mean that nobody is here to heal this Winston, right? The Illari is really late coming out because she got staggered because I didn't kill her first. My team killed her last. As a result, she's just short to be able to heal the Winston, and she heals like a crazy amount, like 150 health a second, something nuts. So little things add up and help you win games. All right, playing the corner again. Looking for a knife. Oh, Mercy goes. She does the technique to go backwards. I pull her forwards. Yep, get the kill. So just watching the technique here, right? I'm being aggressive right now because they have no Winston, right? They have no real way to punish me. They have no bubble. I also have shout, so I'm very, very safe right now, even against a railgun headshot. I go for the Mercy. She gets nervous and she pops GA, maybe trying to heal the Hanzo as well. But then she rubber bands backwards, but then I follow that. And now that she doesn't have GA again, right, Guardian Angel, I know that she doesn't have GA for another second and a half-ish, right? So at this point in time, it's a relatively easy stick, and I kill her. So that is really important. Just tracking enemy cooldowns, mobility cooldowns, and predicting what they can or can't do when you have knife available. I work the soldier down. Great, excellent. I wasn't 100% sure of the math there, like whether or not this would kill. If I was a better player, I would know that she would die here no matter what. Because I actually overextend here a little bit to confirm this kill, because I have 0 ammo, but I know she's crazy low, so 1 pellet will kill her here, but I also know that she's bleeding. And so if I played more Junker Queen, like if I played, let's say, another 20 hours Junker Queen, I probably would know for sure that she was going to die. I was pretty sure, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I figured I could live. At GM, I probably die here. I think that the Illari probably headshots me with railgun, and I die right now. But it is what it is. So I feel this Hanzo on my flank, and flank enemies are also always very dangerous, because it's easier for them to hit you because you're not dodging relative to them, right? And that's when I start, when I feel the Hanzo, right now, you see now I start dodging, and which prevents him from getting the rest of the shots in. I went for the Winston here because I thought he'd walk into me. It was unfortunate. I should have waited probably. That knife is so close to a kill. Ugh. Yeah, I should have done that slightly more forwards. I think I'm trying to avoid the bubble though, because I know the Winston has jump right now, so I wanted to get the knife in before he could jump out, and so the timing was very precise here, but I still messed up the technique. Hanzo's low. I eat that headshot from the Hanzo. Right here, what do I do immediately? I immediately break line of sight of the Hanzo, or should. Right, I pop shout now just because I'm low. I get the Illari low. She's like going over there crazy, like trying to push in with no health right now. She's also bleeding. I assume she's gonna die. I turn to confirm. Yeah, she's gonna die. Great, and the rest of the team backs off. So everything you're seeing right now is just the general space control that I have. You know, I understand what can I do right now. How do I push my advantage? How do I force enemy cooldown so that my team can get kills? That's all part of what's going on right now. Hanzo stays here. Oh, missed the knife on him. Unfortunate. All right, I'm checking. Hey, seeing where he is. I get the mega, mostly to deny it from them. Look for Hanzo. I know he's low out here, but which is why I shout and look for it. I should have thrown a knife right here, which would have been a big play if I thought to do that. I would point out, like, even though I can play Junker Queen in GM, right, GM5, there's still, like, the gap between me and the best Junker Queen is massive, like, worlds apart. Like, I think even a top, like, 100 Junker Queen would probably win, like, 95% of their games against me if in a mirror Junker Queen match. Like, it's not even close. Like, the possible skill ceiling for Junker Queen is crazy, crazy high. Alright, missed that shot. Alright, dragon goes off. So I think for a second, do I want to go right and take some damage from this dragon, or do I want to stay left in cover, but being away from my team? And I make a guess here that I think I'm actually better off staying to the left. If I walked to the right, I would have taken probably like 200-ish damage, and if someone had been able to follow up and hit me with like 150 damage, I would have died. So I stay here, right call here. I try to get the Winston before he dives. I can see from his body language he's getting ready to dive. So if I can stick him with this knife right there, when he jumps, I can immediately pull him back onto the ground and then kill him. Right, but he gets by me, unfortunate. So because of the space I think the Winston creates, the Hanzo ends up getting a kill. Let's see how this happens. Yeah, see, the Winston goes in. He's gonna force I think my Widow back, right? And then that's gonna force the Mercy to chase to try to save the Widow, which makes an easy shot for the Hanzo. This is an example of what tanks do, right? I should have worked on a Hanzo. As soon as he's being pocketed, there's no way I can kill him. I just poked the Mercy a little bit just to make her nervous. It does in fact force Valk. At GM this would never happen. But she gets nervous even though she's taking like basically no damage. She's like, oh shoot, I'm gonna pop Valk here. So I force Valk for 2 shotgun shots at long range, and now I back up because I cannot beat a Hanzo and a Mercy at long range. Not gonna happen. So I'm just going backwards, looking for the Winston. He walks way deep in the bubble, so great, we'll kill him. And now I get Mega. My perspective here is I just need to reset. I only have 1, 2, 3 people out here. I'm missing 2 teammates. They have short spawn advantage. It's a 4-on-3 right now, or 3-on-4 in their favor. I just want to go back and I want to play safe. I hear the Hanzo left side. I turn, immediately look for him. I'm actually going to die here. So working him down, I eat multiple headshots here. I think I eat a Kiriko headshot and a Hanzo headshot. Yeah, I think that's a Kiriko headshot and the Hanzo headshot right after that. So that's bad. Obviously, I overextended. I shouldn't have chased the Hanzo this far. I got a little greedy. I would say very greedy. Once this happened, it's a Kiriko or Ashe headshot either way. It's tough. Yeah, that's a hard thing about playing against heroes that are really consistent about getting headshots is it messes up your game sense as a tank in terms of how long you can live. We're just going to go for the res here. I get the res. Great. Kiriko's on top of me. And I'm going to pop her right away. I did not expect the Kiriko to die instantly there. I was pretty sure that I was going to hit her with this. And I knew that she had used Suzu already. Because I saw the Suzu go off. So I knew that this Rampage was going to hit her and the Mercy. But unfortunately, there's only Mercy now. Fine. Work the Mercy down. She super jumps. Get her super low. Can't quite get the last shot of time. Ashe is here. She coach guns. That's fine. If she coach guns, then it prevents me from killing her. But it also prevents her from doing anything. So I charge, pop shout, Mercy comes back for the save. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm like occupying like 2 people's time right now. I work down the Mercy on the ground, get her super low, miss the knife, and at this point I realize that I'm dead no matter what. But like this is okay, right? I think overall, like a lot of space was created. I think the biggest problem was me dying initially, but like nothing is gonna change about the rest of this fight, you know? Like there's already way too much of an advantage on their side for me to possibly overcome this unless I'd gotten the kill on the Ashe and the Mercy, for example. Alright, so that's first point over. I'm walking up, trying to take the forward stair. So Winston goes in, I'm looking for the knife here, he pops primal, that's fine. I'm going to work down the Winston, A, to make sure he doesn't kill anybody, but B, to farm my primal, my ultimate. Right, he gets low. Look for him, okay, he jumps over there. Cassidy goes down right now, that's unfortunate. I'm kind of stuck in no man's land. I probably should have just gone back here, but I'm actually going to walk up and try to force this. But this is not going to work, and I'm in bubble, so I can't get healed. Yeah, I think that once the Cassidy died, right here, I should just gone home. I should just be like, you know what? Go back and play like way the heck back. Walking forwards right now is bad. The reason why I'm walking forwards, by the way, is I'm trying to deny this platform from the enemy. If I can set up here, just like the way I set up over here, if I can set up on that top platform, I can prevent them from getting angles to do anything, and I can stall the cart right there. Well, that's why I'm walking forwards right now. But again, Cassidy dying completely messes this plan up. Alright, walking forwards right now. Winston's in my backline, not a lot I can do about that. I hit him with a knife, pull him, axe, dead. this is just all mechanics, right? I see where he is. Reload, right? Looking for him. Just poking him down. He goes. Hit him in the air with a knife. He goes down. I shoot him once. Then I pull in. Then I go for the axe. And now he's taking a ton of damage. And then the shot kills. Now that I've killed the tank, the fight's over. Right? Little things like that are actually massive plays. There's almost no way they can win this fight right now. Right? I can just shout and just like walk at them, and there's nothing they can do to stop me because there's no pressure on my backline. Okay, so they do pop Bob here, which is fine. So I see the Bob. I can't retreat towards there, and it's also zoning my supports, so I have to play slow right now. Both supports go back. There's also my team above them, and I'm just gonna walk over here and get the Mega to restore my health. Alright, setting up for next fight. So you notice I start up top because I want to deny high ground. I hear the Winston moving around below though, and I want to get after the Winston before he starts his attack. The most annoying thing as Winston is getting poked down before you can start your attack, because that means when you jump in, you run the risk of dying instantly. So when I realize the Winston's going low ground, which is fairly unusual, I go down, I'm looking for him, right? Miss him with a knife, whatever, right? But see, I'm stopping him from doing anything by getting in his face, because Winston can't beat you in a straight up fight, not even close. You do much more damage than he does, so I'm trying to work him down, preventing him from getting a clean engagement. There's multiple people here, so I pop shout, I hit the Winston again, I just get out of the bubble. You'll notice I don't even bother shooting the bubble and wasting ammo on it. The reason being is this bubble's at full health, and I know like my team cannot help me destroy this bubble. That's why I just don't even bother shooting it and just reserve my ammo and walk out of it. Right. I'm gonna throw a knife there. I think I pull it right away to get healing. Do I pull it? Yeah, I pulled it there. So Kiriko pops Kitsune Rush, gives us maybe an opportunity, but I'm still somewhat low. So I could have walked through this, but this is quite dangerous against two heroes that can consistently headshot you. I don't want to die, and I don't want to walk in the bubble and deny my healing. So instead, I just poke him down slowly. Great. Hit the Winston with axe. Shoot him. He's low. He jumps up here. Right? Shot. Knife. Shot. He goes up, and I pull him right back to prevent him from taking high ground. Because he's trying to jump up here, right? To stay alive, go after my team, whatever it is. I pull him right back out on the ground with me. Right? And that denies whatever he's going to do, it does nothing. The thing is, I can't finish this kill because I realized that my teammates did not come out with me. So, fine, right? There's 3 people out here, 2 supports. I cannot kill this Winston, but that means that there's no healing for the rest of the team. And this Ashe is out there all by herself. So, I come back in. I'm like, cool. Right? Whatever it is, what it is. I heard the Ashe over here. Went over. Melee. Look for Axe Swing. Hit 2 right there. That's the Kiriko and the Ashe right there. Try to kill the Ashe. Can't quite get it. That's fine. I get double pocketing. Super hard to kill someone. There's very few heroes that can kill somebody through a double pocket. Alright. Just doing this a little more poke damage. It's fine. And we're just chilling. Once it gets res right now, I get wrecked by the Kiriko. Alright, now I'm looking. So I don't want to be here right now. I want to be here. Because I want to stop this from happening. So I need to start rotating. But first I look for the pull on the knife. I miss it. Hanzo's killed my Widow. I go up here, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is my moment that I could potentially do something. I'm trying to work him down. Kiriko swift steps away. I know the Ashe has been up here because I heard /SAR. Go for the axe swing. Hit it. Right, miss it. Miss the shot there to kill, but I do get the Mega, which is great because I really need that Mega to stay alive. And then kill her. You'll notice here that I do not pop Rampage. And a big part of that is I don't want to pop Rampage right now when they're all just grouped together and then have the Kiriko immediately cleanse it. I also have no idea what the heck the status is on the Winston. But coming out here, right, popping it. Obviously I'm not stuck on Rampage just like one person here, especially when she can get away pretty easily. I have no idea why she doesn't get this Mega. I think she probably didn't want to break LOS for Mercy. But at this point I already know they've lost 2, they've lost 3, lost 4, right? So I don't need to pop Rampage, and I'm going to save it. So once again, I set up on high ground. They've switched from Winston to Rein. Great. No problem. They're going to try to take high ground here. Stick them with a knife. And one thing here is I have to recognize, like, hey, when can the Rein swing on me versus when can't he swing on me? So I pull him forward right now into my team's LOS, or closer to my team's LOS. Get that free axe swing on. It's pretty common that Rein's when they get pulled forward will instinctively shield, so I didn't expect him to have to swing right there, which is why I went for the axe swing. And I'm going to play this section right here because it makes it hard for the tank to walk forward because he's got one person on his left and then all the rest of the team in front of him. So, you see, right here, I'm going to hit them all with Rampage. So, I don't think this was a great ultimate in retrospect because it's going to get cleansed, which is exactly why I was trying to avoid it from earlier. It just felt good in the moment. I think in retrospect, I probably should have held this. I think I was also worried that they were getting momentum on top of us, that they were going to be able to push through, and I'd run out of tools to deal with them. The good news is it does split the team's attention because now I'm behind them, and a bunch of them are low. Oh, I think I also knew the Echo was low. So I split the team's attention. They have to deal with forwards and backwards right now. I mean, get at least some healing from that. I have Shout to survive it. Hit the Axe Swing. All right, just poking the Rein. All right, I see the Kiriko come over here. I force her off high ground. Now it's just the Rein here up top. I duck right now because I don't want to take too much damage. Kill the Rein. So this effectively wins the fight. Now, again, Rampage does get cleansed, it's true, but A, gives me good positioning, B, some of them were already low, C, forces out Suzu, and now I get to work them down, and now I play this corner instead. Rein can't charge me, I heard the charge too, get the Axe Swing on him, and I force the Kiriko down. Kiriko's going to come back up, I think, right? I see the Swift Step, I shoot her, force her back down, and with Kiriko gone, there's only the Mercy here to try to heal the Echo on the Rein, but she doesn't have LOS in either. She's healing the Kiriko because Kiriko's low. I work the Rein down, and then Mercy's trying to heal, but the problem is the Rein's getting shot from both directions. I get another Axe Swing in, and I kill him in the back before the Kiriko can help. But, yeah, just chilling right now, not a lot I can do. But, you know, the fight's over. Get, you know, quintuple stickied. None of this really matters. I'm just trying to farm for ult charge. So we're waiting for Rein to come back. Oh, something crazy happens here. So there's the Hanzo's in the back line, so I'm coming back to just help that. And this is actually going to pull our team apart. And this is a good example of how positioning matters so much. So the Han's going to be up here. I've never seen someone stay on this spot ever in my life. I miss him with a knife. Takes me too long to kill him with the shotgun. Partially because it's just, like, it's a hard distance to shoot. Rein's coming in. He's going to pin my Mercy, who flies into it. And then that screws everything up. Because I don't have Shout right now to get away. I get sticky. The Kiriko comes along. This messes up so badly. It's very relevant because, again, this never happens if I don't leave the space that I was holding. Because I'm not here anymore, right? Because I've gone down here, it allows their team to step in, right? They're going to force my Widow out. This is going to give Rein a clean charge in. People are all surprised. Like, that Hanzo pulled our whole team apart just by being in the spot that he was. I'm going to come out. I'm looking for another contest here. I would love to go outside of left door, but Rein versus me here, when I have no space to work with, is gonna beat me because all the supports are gonna heal him. He's just gonna stand in the door and swing at me. So I rotate to the right, especially since I hear the Hanzo over here. Mercy kills him, great. She pops Valk, and she gets a res off, great. So we're in good shape here. Soldier dies, or rather Cassidy dies, and if I was closer I would have popped Shout. So I see the Echo floating here. I'm taking an educated guess that she does not have dive because she just got a kill. Typically, Echo, or a lot of heroes, need to use cooldowns to get kills. So that's why I'm walking into her right now, expecting to be able to get the kill on her. She pops Copy on me, right? So she goes Junker Queen. I pop Shout to move away from her because I need to go towards the point. You'll notice the point is very close to capping, and I'm very aware of this. And it's my job to touch the point right now. So I run over here, staying on the point. I'm trying to be as evasive as possible to prevent her from getting Rampage. But at this point, most of my job here is just to stall and let my team, which is surrounding them on all sides, to get kills. It's really not my job to get kills right now. Like, if I can, great, but it's mostly just about staying alive. I get shattered, solo shattered here. This is always fine. I wouldn't say always fine. This is unavoidable. As Junker Queen gets Reinhardt, there's almost no way that you can avoid getting shattered if the Rein wants to shatter you. It's just not possible. The key thing is to keep your health up, preferably try to keep Shout available, and stay in LOS supports. Other than that, like, if you get shattered, like, you get shattered, right? Like, how could I possibly dodge the shatter? So, he shatters to prevent me from killing the Echo Copy, right? I get Suzu'd up, great. Echo Copy has been killed now, so that there's no Rampage that went off by her, which is great. I'm going to pop Shout to try to stay alive. I go in for the swing. I was trying to hit the Kiriko as well. But this fight is just too messy. I see the Echo's low, but I can't get a shot on her because the Rein's in my face. I'm looking for her, don't have any ammo, get another Axe Swing, but ultimately, no good. So, that's second point over. Going for third. Working the Rein shield down. So this is kind of where the fight gets more linear, unless you're able to take high ground, which Junker Queen's not great at. So I'm just working the shield down right now. I think I hear the Hanzo to my... No, I don't hear him on the left. I should have heard him to the left. The Hanzo's going to wreck me with Storm Arrows on the side, I think. Yeah, he hits me with a headshot and then pops Storm Arrows. So I died even though I had Shout up, which is pretty rare. because he drops me from 207 to death instantly with the headshot. I'm coming back out. So as I come back out, I know the echo's up top. Not a lot I can do about that. Right? I have no idea what that knife was. Work the Rein, but you notice again, I try to get past the Rein so I can go for the backline. You'll also notice that they're switching the supports now as well. They switched from Mercy to Moira, which is a pretty common thing. If you play a lot of Junker Queen, you're going to see a lot of people swap to try to stop you. Kiriko, Moira, Reaper, Mei, Orisa, like these are all examples of heroes that are commonly selected against Junker Queen, and if you're going to be like a Junker Queen one trick, you're going to have to deal with that. If you're not a Junker Queen one trick, it can be great, because then you can switch to other heroes that deal with those heroes well. So for example, Orisa's really good against basically all the heroes that I just listed. Yeah, so what's happening here? Yeah, working shield down. Oh, the Hunt's going to kill me here. So coming out again, ignoring the echo. So I want to walk forwards and get something done. I just saw that we get a pick on the Kiriko, but I'm just reloading right now, so I'm buying a little bit of time. But now I'm walking back forward as soon as I have ammo. Hit the Rein, great, hit him. Working the Rein down. Why am I not shooting anybody else? I literally can't shoot anybody else right now. Right, I have no angle to hit any of the backline right now because the Rein is in my face, which is fine because I know the Rein is also low. They're trying to keep him up right now, but I also know my whole team's shooting at him and the shield is getting low too, which is why I'm continually just forcing the Rein down. That knife was meant for the backline. Rein's dead. With the Rein dead, just need to work everyone else down. I'm ignoring the Moira completely to kill the Echo because the Moira can leave at any moment in time. Like she cannot die here because she has Fade, and I know she has Fade because I haven't seen her use Fade. The Echo here might die though, which is why I'm trying to kill the Echo. I slow down a second. Just to get healing, walk forwards. Alright. I should have thrown a knife there. Right, pull the Moira. Okay, she fades. Alright, fine, force fade. That's okay. Go back, right? We're not getting any kills right now. I already have ultimate, so there's no point in me popping ult charge. This, by the way, would be a terrible ultimate to pop right now, even though I would hit 5 people. The reason being is the same one I talked from the first game on King's Row, where like my team can't help me at all, and I'm not going to kill 5 people. Not that deep. So, this is important here. I know the Reinhardt has Shatter. I know that because it's been multiple fights since the Reinhardt had Shatter, so I know he has Shatter. So, the key thing about Shatter, dealing with any tank that doesn't have the ability to stop Shatter, right? So, for example, if you're playing as Orisa and you don't have cooldowns, if you're playing as Zarya, you don't have a bubble, if you're playing as Junker Queen, if you're playing as Roadhog, right? Like, the key thing here is when Shatter goes off, make sure that the Shatter doesn't hit you and your team. If it hits your team, don't be in it and do your best to disrupt or like trade for it. If it hits you, it is what it is. As long as you do your best to try to avoid like being like in a very vulnerable spot, you're usually going to be okay. So I know the Reinhardt's coming. He's dropping down right now. And what do? I walk past him to get behind him. And this does seem like a very dangerous spot, and it is, because their whole team is going to walk in on top of me. But there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. Number 1, it prevents the Reinhardt from being able to shatter me and my team. If I stood here, he could shatter 3 of us right now, which would be really bad and fight losing. If I stand here, he can shatter my team or he can shatter me. Again, if he shatters me, so be it. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright, like it's not realistic to be able to dodge shatters if you are a solo target with no like burst movement ability. That's number 1. Number 2, what if the Reinhardt doesn't shatter and the enemy team just collapses and kills me? That would be a really smart move on their part. However, remember, I have ultimate. So I have the ability to leave this fight at any moment in time. So that's my thinking here, is I'm going to chill here. They all drop in to collapse on me, and now I pop Rampage. So I get out, right, and now do a ton of damage, and you'll see that 3 people are now purpled and low. It forces out Echo Copy, right? And then we're just going to work people down. Again, I have a lot of healing from Rampage, so I'm like not worried about taking too much damage right now. Now Rampage just ended, so it's fine, right? I pop Shout as soon as Coalescence gets popped. I'm staying to the left here because I'm thinking shatter, 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 okay? If he shatters me, great. He's only going to shatter me against the wall. If I go towards the center, he's going to shatter me and my team. So I pull the knife, use him to pull him past me, right? Stay on the side. Now he's forced to shield again. And I'm going to stay, again, all the way to the left side. And you see, he gets greedy here. He's trying to get more than just me. And he's going to miss the shatter. Right? So he's working on me. Right? See? If he wants to just solo shatter me, he would just go for the right. But he's trying to get more. By the way, it doesn't go far enough anyway. But he's trying to get more, and as a result, I'm able to dodge it as well, which is quite frankly lucky. So over here, what do? I actually should have gone for the Hanzo. I don't think I realized the Hanzo was here. Yeah, I don't think I realized the Hanzo was here. I should have gone for the Hanzo, but I'm working this down because I understand that they're going after my backline. It's also about to be overtime, so the fighting's going to happen primarily on the cart. The Kiriko's like super far away. I expected the Hanzo to be really far away as well, which is why I'm going for the targets I know I can get damage on. Bad axe by me. Working the Moira. Why am I working the Moira? You should have seen her fade in right now. So Moira is my primary target at this moment. She's also easier to hit with shotguns. Trying to kill her. She gets low. Fades again. Fine. I'm kiting right now. They have Kitsune rush up. I pop shout. With shouts up, I walk forwards, and you see the Moira makes a mistake walking too far forwards. Right? Moira right here. I go in, make sure to hit the axe, and big part about technique, the hitbox for axe lingers for a second, so you can hit multiple targets with it if you time it correctly. So I'm hitting both the Rein and the Moira with it, which does more damage and also gives me more healing. So I do this, right? I hit somebody with a knife. I don't actually know who I hit, but I'm gonna keep working them down right now. And then from here, from here, go up to Rein. Rein's got to stay in cart because of overtime. With the Rein dead, what can they really do? Moira fades backwards, Genji goes here, and they're not going to be able to contest the cart in time. Okay, great. That is the second game, Junkertown down. Alright, we're doing our third game now. This is going to be Midtown Defense, and I'm going to be playing versus Orisa. And for this one, we're going to focus on the mechanics of playing against Orisa, and in particular, overextensions. So in my first two games, I think gameplay was overall pretty clean. I think there's, obviously make some bad decisions, but I think in this one I'm going to make a bunch of them, and then I'm going to talk through sort of why they're bad decisions and why I did them and why you should avoid them. So for Orisa, you have to be very careful. When she has all of her cooldowns, she's very, very strong. I think Orisa has the advantage against Junker Queen in the matchup overall. I wouldn't say it's not playable, but it's definitely an advantage for her. So you really have to force out her cooldowns because she's a very large, fat target. So she takes a lot of damage. And so as a result, she has to use things like spin and use things like fortify to keep herself alive. You don't have that problem as much. You don't take nearly as much damage. She's like twice the size that you are. So just working her down, right, forcing out cooldowns gives you opportunities. So at this moment in time, let's track from the beginning. So she comes out, she's popped Fortify first, which is a huge mistake. Right, so I already know she doesn't have Fortify, long cooldown ability. Right, I try to pull her out of position, go for the axe swing, I hit it, she uses spin. What does that mean? She has no spin and she has no Fortify. Right, because remember, Fortify, very long cooldown, 8 seconds, which means now I have an opportunity and I'm going to walk forwards. I take a big shot right there, I notice no one's looking at her, I follow and I get the kill. Cooldown tracking, so important for all heroes in Overwatch, but for tanks especially. Alright, Genji pops deflect, but I'm behind him. I have no idea why he dove in. So get a kill, great. And with both the Genji and the Orisa dead, I'm trying to follow up. I don't want to get staggers, that knife was terrible. Get the axe. I don't know why I did the axe anyway. Overall sloppy. Looking for another knife. I hit the Zen with it. Unfortunately, I can't pull him in. That's fine, just reset. Farming ult charge. For the record, note ult charge situation. I'm at 40% and I'm double the ult charge of the Orisa because I'm just playing better than she is. Poke, 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 that's fine, right? Javelin, that means nothing here. I already see that she used Fortify again. Right? Just playing corner. This is all default, normal, standard Midtown play. I really can't do this. Is, by the way, really scary lineup. The Zenyatta has Discord, Ashe can headshot you, the Zarya can headshot you, and Javelin's like a burst possibility, so either be careful not to move too far from cover. Working them down, just poking, holding the corner. I'm on defense, so every second that goes by is good for me. I don't need to force anything. Purple goes off on the Orisa. I walk forwards. Nope, she pops spin, right? Go in, see if I can get this kill. Yeah, great, I can get it. So again, note what's happening, right? I know she doesn't have Fortify. She gets low. She pops spin. I reload while she's spinning, right? Because I don't need to worry about it. She misses the Javelin. I hit the axe, and I do a shot, and she dies. Great. I'm just chilling for a second. I have no knife or any other ability, so I don't want to walk in the open and get blasted. So I'm just chilling, resetting. Now I walk forwards because I have cooldowns and I have knife as well. But Doesn't happen, which is pretty much expected. Like, I don't walk into this thinking I'm going to get a kill. Like, I think the odds of me getting a kill here are 20% at best, but why not? Because it's a free play. You know what I mean? If I get a kill here, it staggers for another 15 seconds. But if I don't get a kill, no big deal, right? Just reset. I have, like, no chance of dying here without the Orisa here and with all this cover available. And my supports in LOS. Right? Ashe dies, great. Also note here is this Ashe may not die here if I'm not applying pressure to the team. Yeah, see? So there's no harmony on the Ashe, for example, because the Zenyatta is busy looking at me, which would have kept the Ashe alive. Just chilling, right? Throwing knife in. Always think about the path the knife travels back to you to try to hit people on the way back to get more damage, to farm ult charge, you know, weaken them, etc. It can change breakpoints. Working the Orisa down, once again, she pops Fortify first. She really should watch my Orisa guide. never pop Fortify first. You almost never want to pop Fortify first, especially at long range. I hit the Orisa with knife. She get her like kind of low, right? We're all taking cover at taxi cab. This is very normal. Hanzo dies. I immediately realize that we're in trouble. I know the Orisa is low because I saw she gets purpled here and is in trouble, but can't quite land it. I think about chasing that, but I'm like, nope, that's too dangerous now because they're all around me, and the Ana still hasn't used sleep, I think. Yeah, she still hasn't used sleep. So I could potentially get slept right here and then killed. So I chill, right? The Ana has his grenade. She used grenade there. We've lost the Hanzo right now. My Pharah is ulting, so I'm going to pop Shout to make sure she doesn't die. Now I'm going to go in. I'm trying to commit hard on the team. I really want to go for supports, but they're a little too far away for me to land this. Right? They do a good job getting Sting out of range. I might have been able to hit the Ana there, but I decided to just play safe. Pull the Ana forward, want to work her down. Right, everyone is low. I thought about popping ult right now, but I was not confident that I was going to survive this. So I decided to just play safe, go back to where it's point. In retrospect, I think I actually should have popped ulti there. Because remember, there's also DPS are respawning. That would be an issue. Orisa's purple, she has no cooldowns. Am I actually out of ammo here? I'm actually out of ammo here. So I pop ulti. So this is rough, and so I'm going to explain to you what's going on in my head. So Orisa's pop Fortify right now. Work her down. Orisa has also used Javelin. So at this point in time, the Orisa has no Javelin, no Spin. I think I saw a Spin a couple seconds ago as well. No Javelin, no Fortify, no Spin. I have free access right now to pop ulti, so I'm going to pop ulti. I'm just going to try to hit all three, and I'm going to force Zen Trance and come back and try to kill the Ana through it. That's what's going through my head. She, however, does a really good job here popping ulti to stop this, which pulls me out. I've literally never had this interaction before, but it makes sense. And I'm like, oh shoot, and I'm going to die. So it's a really great play by her to deny ultimate, because I think that would have been, you know, obviously a huge play, but, you know, is what it is. All right, so they cap first point, pretty typical. Zen, I'm like, wait, the Zen's like super overextended. The reason why I don't react to this sooner, I can't hear the Zen. Zen doesn't have footsteps because he floats. So I did not realize the Zen was this close until I see him right now. I'm like, wait, what? Miss a knife. He jumps once, twice. That's fine, right? He's gonna die here no matter what. So now I know it's a 5-on-4. I'm gonna take the opportunity to take an early fight if I can, but I don't think my whole team is here. 2, 3. Oh no, my whole team is here. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk forward because I know the Zen's not here right now. Pull the Orisa forward. Forces Fortify. Great. Learn from this Orisa. Don't pop Fortify this early. So I look for the 2 DPS. This is where it's important to always be fishing with knife. So I'm gonna go for the knife. I didn't expect to land it, but I did. I turned back when I realized I hit it, and I'm gonna pull him forwards, and I'm gonna pop Shout, so because I know I'm committing right now to get the kill, because I pull him forwards. I pop Shout, one shot in the air, and then, well, I shot him a second time, and then go for the axe. But either way, he gets that's another pick, right? So these are the kind of picks that you have to make as Junker Queen. You have to just manufacture kills out of nowhere, right? This soldier is not like in danger in any way, right? Like, this is the kind of stuff that you do on Junker Queen. If you can't do this, you will not climb, certainly not into the highest ranks like Masters Plus. This is the kind of stuff you have to do like on a fairly consistent basis, just making kills appear out of thin air with your knife. Alright, Orisa dies, great. So, you see the Hanzo here, and you notice that I don't challenge. So why don't I challenge this Hanzo right now? or rather the Ana right now. Number one is I think she has all her cooldowns. That is correct. Number two is I'm not at full health. And number three, I have no cooldowns right now. So I'd have to just straight up shoot her to death. Like, I'm going to have Axe reasonably soon, but I'm going to assume between sleep and nade, I'm never going to get this kill. So I don't want to overextend right now. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to reload and wait for a better opportunity. I do, however, know that she's still there. So I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Reload. I'm looking for another opportunity right here. And now you heard her use sleep because she gets spooked right now. Right? That forces sleep, so now I have the opportunity to run at her. So now I want to get this kill. I miss her with a knife. I do pull the Pharah forwards. And then, then I kill her like this. Okay, this is actually pretty funny. Yeah. So the Pharah clearly was not intending to get pulled forward. And then she tries to shoot me and then shoots the wall and kills herself. That rocket would have killed me, though, if it hit. But that's a big reason why I didn't chase the Ana earlier, is because stuff like that, like, think about it. The Ana didn't even have sleep here, and I had cooldowns, right? Without this, I would have just straight up died to the Pharah, because I would have gotten slept, naded, etc. Especially if Pharah could just ulted me on the ground. I missed that knife, no problem. I hear Soldier trying to take left. I want to control this space. If I prevent them from going this way, they're all going to have to keep, like running into the same area, and it's a lot easier for my team to deal with. So I'm trying to prevent anyone from taking the mini health room over here, if I can. Orisa's here, force fortify for whatever reason. So this is going to be a misplay on my part, and I'm going to die here. I might have lived if I didn't get stuck in that corner, but either way, it's a misplay. So let me talk through this. Again, we're trying to fight here. Orisa has all of her cooldowns. I'm looking for an angle to get the Soldier, but I'm not thinking enough about Kidnap. Kidnap is when Orisa uses spin to trap an enemy like behind cover or something where they can't be helped by their team. So in this situation, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, Soldier, I'm not gonna be able to kill the Soldier. That's fine. I'm just gonna do axe swing and try to go here. The Orisa does a good job pushing me somewhere where I can't get around the corner, and now I'm in trouble. In retrospect, it actually might have been better for me to try to go take high ground, but it's pretty tough either way to get back. And the Ana does a good grenade. This kills me. This ends the fight. So going out here. So I didn't expect the knife to land. I should have gone this way and immediately pulled her, but I realized that too late. I was like, that's fine. Now, this is going to be mistake number 2. It's very rare for me to make 2 mistakes in a row. I would say extremely rare for me to make 2 mistakes in a row. I'm going to go up here and try to challenge high ground. Again, Orisa very, very dangerous. Easily can fight you. And then she's going to kidnap me again. Right? And runs me towards her team. Right? A combination of Orisa kidnap plus Ana purple grenade kills me like way too fast. There's like nothing I can do about it. So what I should have done instead, to roll that back, is I should not have tried to force this, or at least I should have slow played this at the corner versus trying to walk in right now and commit on this fight. Even though I have shout, so it's not like I'm walking in without shout. Even though I have shout, this is still too dangerous. And by the time my axe swing finishes, because you can't shout while you're popping axe, I can't even pop shout in time to save myself. My player really are trying to save my life. Like this is like straight throwing behavior on my part. And as a result, because we lost 2 fights, we completely lose the second point without having any real fight, which is very, very unfortunate. Orisa's here. All right, trying to work the Orisa down. This is a bad aim on my part, but we're gonna trade tanks. I mean, it is what it is. I was trying to contest point, but didn't have time. So we're in third fight territory. I heard the Soldier take the elevator up top. I'm gonna go up with it. That's fine. I'm looking for the Soldier. Zenyatta saw me go up. Looking for the Soldier. Hit the knife. Right, hit the melee, looking for the... Alright, maybe I missed the melee, but going for the axe. So Nano gets popped and Visor gets popped, which was so surprising here. So the Ana really does not want her Soldier to die right now. Looking from her perspective. Alright, pops Nano, right? Visor gets popped, and I'm like, oh shoot. And now I try to get down. I have shout, right? So again, I'm always using shout to try to keep myself alive, but between that, like Discord, Nano, Visor, etc., like I just get burnt down too fast. Is this a mistake? Maybe. I would say maybe it's a mistake. So they're going to use 2 ultimates here in order to get this kill on me, but it does very little to the rest of my team because obviously the Soldier was really far away from my team. He's going to get my Cassidy here, which is just not paying attention, but other than that, he doesn't get any more value. So I think this is okay. Like, I think I'm fine trading Nano Visor for that. And the Soldier dies for it too because he has to really overextend to get that kill on the Cassidy. So I think I'm actually good with that trade. Again, if the enemy team is popping a lot of ultis to kill you, that's fine. Like, ult economy is a thing. Right? Orisa's here. I don't want to face the Orisa head up. Like, you notice that the last 2 fights I've lost have been because I've been trying to take the Orisa head on. So instead, I flank to the left. I'm avoiding the Orisa. and going after her backline. The thing is, Junker Queen is better at killing squishies than Orisa is. Orisa does a lot of damage, but she's not good at actually closing the gap and consistently killing enemies, which is not the case for Junker Queen, who's much better at this. So I know the Zen's over here, so I'm looking for him. Orisa probably fat fingers this. Right? Zenyatta pops trance here to save everyone. I think maybe the Orisa pops this to stay alive. Yeah, I have no idea why she pops this. I'm chilling. You notice that I'm just waiting. I'm not doing anything right now. Trance is pop. Trance heals 300 health a second. Nobody's gonna die right now. Just poking. That's fine. Just chilling. Pull the Orisa out of position. Great. Great. She used Javelin on me. Excellent. So now she does a good job getting in front of me to prevent me getting into access to the backline. This would have been a big ulti if I managed to get it off. Unfortunately, she's going to spin, but that's okay because I still hit the soldier and I hit the Orisa, and this means that I can now force the Orisa down. Because remember, the Orisa has no fortify, so this was okay. This is something I knew was a possibility to happen. The Orisa is going to die anyway as a result, right? And with the Orisa dead, the fight's over regardless. Good example of prediction right here, right? I see the Cassie, I shoot him, I throw into the direction that he's going. He rolls, I pull him, kill. And then we're just going to chase down. I'm looking for the Zen. Zen takes a safe route back. Great. So now I just want to poke, right? Farm out another ulti as soon as I can. I look back to see if I need to pop Shout to save anyone. If my Bastion, for example, needs it. I actually probably should have popped it because it was actually pretty close. Bastion's over there. He's at the corner, right? Just corner shooting. I do that in case the Orisa's going to peek. She doesn't. Miss it. The Zen's right there, but I don't have any abilities other than Shout to kill him. If my aim was just a little bit better, he dies right now. But unfortunately, with that, so I knew the Orisa was going to push me because I'm going to pull her forwards here and then go for the axe. She's probably feeling very confident. I hit 2 right there. Did I hit 2? Maybe just 1. No, just the Orisa. So we're just chilling here. I go back. I lost my Bastion, so I know it's a 5-on-4 situation, or 4-on-5 rather. I'm going to work the Zen down, and I'm going to note here is that no one seems to be healing the Zen. So Zen's out in the open, right? Tag him again. I'm going to pull a knife through him, which is going to deal more damage. Sorry, my bad. That's going to do more damage, and then I'm going to chase down the Zen at this point in time. Because even with the Bastion here, I know he's extremely low. I just need one okay shot to kill him. But he dies anyway from the Baptiste. Great. I go back around the corner. That's fine. Right? Baptiste pops Lamp to prevent me from dying, which is great. Now I'm going to chase down the Bastion because there's no Zen here anymore. I know the Orisa's over here. I know Kiriko's over here. So now I want to chase down the Bastion and force this fight. He has no tank for him because I just saw him use it. So I can kill him easily unless the Kiriko comes. Kiriko doesn't come, so great. Excellent. If Kiriko comes, so be it. Like then I leave, or maybe I kill the Kiriko or the Bastion anyway, or my team kills the Orisa, whatever happens. Right, tagging the Orisa a little bit. She went back for the mini. That's unfortunate. Bad read on me for the axe. Barely missed the soldier with that knife. Pretty happy with that though. I wouldn't have killed him anyway, but tag people. I don't know the Zenyatta is here in the corner because again, Zenyatta footsteps are non-existent. So I'm like, oh shoot, there's a Zen in my face. Right, I pull a knife, shot, kill. So, Bastion ulti gets popped. What do? I turn back and I look at my team, and I'm reserving Shout right now to see where it's gonna be. Shout, I can see the explosions coming down. The Bastion is definitely trying to kill me with the ulti. Right, I kill the Zen. I'm like, cool. Pop, pop, pop. I pop Shout and I walk out of it. I even walked at the end because I knew at that point it wasn't good enough damage to kill me, and it wasn't even going to do enough damage to burn through my temp heal. So I go forwards. Again, remember there's no Zen right now. Looking for an opportunity to get some damage in. Bastion pops tank form, no problem, right? I'm back around the corner. Junker Queen quite fast. Bob's in, so I want to follow the Bob in. Looking for an opportunity to get killed. I want to go for the Bastion, but the Orisa's doing too much damage for me to ignore her. So Orisa spins forward, but she has no spin and she has no fortify now. So first I'm going to kill this Kiriko who teleported in. My team kills the Orisa, and great. Right? The Orisa is spending too much time and like resources to try to deal with me. You know what I mean? Like this is important. Like she pops fortify right now and then spin to stop me from doing anything. But this leaves her in the open right now with no cooldowns, which causes her to get burned down. Like you can't over-focus people in these situations or else you're going to lose anyway. Like she's too committed to trying to stop me versus thinking like what's actually going to help her win the fight. Alright, so they're walking in. Windows popped. So we've already killed 2. Great window by Baptiste. Just chilling. Just Junkrat spamming in the back. I see that she's Sunstruck, so I want to pop it. That last shot is going to trigger Sunstruck. Like that. And now she's super low. I walk forward. She misses the Javelin. Doesn't matter anyway. I would have killed her. So 1 minute left. Looking for the knife. Can't get it. Playing on cart. Oh, the Zen sneaks behind us. Yeah, that was like, wait, what the heck? So he was charging up a shot to kill somebody. I forced Trance out. This is obviously a super bad play by the Zen. He was, I'm sure, sneaking back there trying to get a pick. So I know there's no Trance right now. Sleep goes off. I know there's no sleep. Spin goes off. I now there's no spin. I think I also saw Javelin go off. Yeah, I saw Javelin go off a little bit earlier. Right. Visor gets popped. I look for whether or not it's high ground or not. It is high ground, so I'm going to pop Shout to get my whole team back. Right. I'm trying to set up for Rampage here, but when I hear Visor popped, I have to respect that Visor could kill my team and my backline. So I'm going to Shout here to get my whole team out of range of the Visor. By the time he turns here, there's nobody for him to kill with Visor but me, which is obviously not going to work. Like I don't even care. You see how little damage Visor does? Like keep in mind, this is perfect accuracy. He does like 130 damage to me. Who cares? Like it doesn't matter at all. I walk back in. So I see Fortify's gone off. Javelin's gone off. So Rampage is a possibility. I do remember the Orisa pulled me in with Terror Surge last time. So instead of trying to pop ultimate from here, I'm actually going to go around the backside, I think. Yep. I'm going to go around the backside. I don't even need to ulti right now because I recognize the Ana can die instantly. Kill the Ana. I'm going to pop Rampage now. Not needed. We win anyway. Alright. So, that is Midtown. Alright, we're going to talk about Dorado Defense. I'm going to be playing against an enemy Junker Queen as well this time. And for this one, we're going to focus on playing against an Ana and against the Widow. So for the Widow, especially on the first point / second point, I'm going to constantly be throwing knives at her whenever she's scoped. Because when she's scoped, she's an easy target for you to hit with knife. You're not going to get the kill, but the chip damage is very annoying to her, and you can pull her out of position, which could allow somebody else to get a kill. For Ana, it's all about tracking her sleeps, her grenades, and then understanding like what can you or can't you do, and you have to play safer as long as she's holding those cooldowns, which is a big reason why I tell Ana players in my reviews, don't throw cooldowns away for nothing. I feel like people have been saying that Awkward just says like toss them whenever you got it off cooldown. I think this is a terrible mistake, but Awkward's better than me, so maybe he does know better. But my perspective is I would save cooldowns for opportunities, but there's almost always opportunities within like 5 seconds of after you getting the cooldown. Like once the fight's engaged, there's always opportunities. Alright, so I started here high ground. I want to stop the cart early because we have strong high ground control. So I'm going to drop right now, but the problem is, as soon as I drop, the Ashe is going to die, and I'm like, oh shoot. So I just throw knife here in order to potentially farm some damage. And then now I'm just playing the corner. Because now we're in a 4 and 5 situation, so I want to play slow. Slow. We're only going to get one real fight here, so I want to make sure that I do not mess this up. Try to go for the Junker Queen. She's running towards stair. Nothing I can do here. I chill, and then I realize my Baptiste is killed too, so now potentially winnable. I'm playing this slow because she has Mega control, which means she can virtually guarantee to win this fight, right? Because she gets low, she gets the Mega, come back, and then beats me, because I don't have any healing right now. But from my perspective, I'm like, okay, great. We both pop Shout, or rather, she holds Shout, right? She pulls me forwards. She goes for Axe. I'm going to kite the Axe by popping Shout. Right? So she pops Axe, I pop Shout to walk away from it, so I dodge the Axe, then I walk back in, and you notice I immediately run to the Mega and beat her to it, which virtually guarantees that I'm going to win this fight against her. She gets low, my Ana comes down, she's super low right now, I have no idea why my Ana doesn't have a grenade. I have to reload, unfortunately. She gets low, so now both Anas are engaged. Their Ana is keeping up their Junker Queen, my Ana is keeping me up. Junker Queen's low. Unfortunately, my Ana is just standing still. Right, this is no good. You can't be scoping right now. I'm going to pull Junker Queen forward, go for the Axe. I assume their Ana probably ran out of ammo. Or did she just whiff this? Yeah, she's reloading right now, which gives me an opportunity. Yeah, she misses darts there, which gives me the opportunity to get the kill. I work on the Ana, but she's going to sleep here. Nades. Sleep, and then I'm going to die here. But this is actually fine. I actually wanted to die right now because there's no way that I'm going to be able to get away anyway. So dying here is fine. Alright, going back. Let's try to get a fight in. Look for the knife and the Junker Queen. The timing here is very intentional. So she's going to do one shot out, then the axe. So I expect her to strafe out one more time, and I'm trying to catch her with that one. The timing is just slightly off because she pauses a little longer, but is what it is. We've killed 2. All right, I'm looking. Hey, does anybody need my help? Doesn't. I'm looking for the knife pull. Miss it. All right, and then she's gone. All right, back to resetting to default. Looking for what I can get. So the Widow, looking for a shot here. See, she's scoped, which makes it easy for me to hit the knife. And I'm going to pull her out of position. And that forces her to get this panic shot. Right? Pulls. Right? Goes, and she's in the open. Again, if I have teammates out here, they could potentially kill her. I can't kill her, but working her down, annoying her is important. I drop right now because I want to contest the Junker Queen. Make sure she doesn't have easy access to my backline. Because if she runs up here, she's going to have a better chance than me running into their backline over here, just due to the way the map geometry works. So I play back. I get low here, so I have to pop shout. Axe. Alright, pull her out of position. I have Rampage right now. I'm looking for an opportunity if I need it. But right now, there's just not a lot going on. Dragon gets popped for some reason. I know that the DPS on the right side, so I rotate to the right side to go get the kills. So, Widow's scoped in. I hit her with a knife. Shoot her. She's low. I give up on her because I assume my team's going to kill her at that point in time, and I start working on the Ashe. Right? Ashe pops Coach Gun. Notice that the Widow does in fact die. And then both of them are clustered together, so I'm going to pop Rampage. That's in on both. Work on the Mercy. Mercy dead. Ashe is here. Melee. Knife. Great. Excellent. So there's 2 here. I'm naded. Slept. But the thing is, there's not really enough damage here for me to die. Ashe dies, or rather Anna dies, and I kill the Junker Queen. So, rolling this back, I think this is a very, very important fight to recognize, like, hey, why do I win here, despite the fact we actually lose one right away from the beginning? First, I play on cart, right? Play slow, just delaying, nothing of value is happening. Right side, 2 DPS are available. Now is my opportunity to go in. I'm very close to DPS. The Junker Queen is not that close to my backline, wherever the heck they are. So I have an opportunity right now to go. They kill my Baptiste, who's jumping in the air, right? I pull the Widow in, which makes her vulnerable in this situation, right? She's stuck way out in the open. I think my Widow's gonna kill her, exactly. And then that allows me to keep going after the back line, right? Now I go after the Ashe. Mercy comes to save the Ashe. Fine, Coach Gun forced, and you notice even before I land, I already pop Rampage, because I've already planned in my head what I'm gonna do if this happens, right? Coach Gun goes across, I see the 2 lined up, I know the Mercy's not gonna have GA to any other targets, she just GA'd in, so she has no ability to fly to anybody else right now, even if she had a cooldown. I pop Rampage, and now I force down the Mercy, because I know that she's the only one who's gonna escape. Mercy dead, work the Ashe down, right? And then from here, it's mostly just like, hey, you know, how good are their mechanics versus like how well can my team keep me up / deal damage. Even if I die here, I'm pretty sure win this fight though, because it's a 3-on-2 with them in the open. All right, continuing to play out here. All right, nothing exciting happening here. Just trying to farm multi-charge. I drop in behind the Junker Queen. I pop Shout to stay alive because I took a lot of damage there. Rampage. I don't really know why I got Nano here, but fine. I walk forward, try to get more picks. Mercy's gone. Okay, fine. Reset. That was not a good use of Nano. So, what's happening here? Oh, Bob gets popped. So, as you've already seen, hopefully by now, Bob gets popped. I immediately pop Shout to help my team get away. We're all going to walk away from this. I'm a little nervous about crossing this gap because I'm super, super low. I'm pretty sure this Ana is not looking right. Oh, no, she is healing me. I'm just taking a ton of damage. Yeah, Dynamite hits her. She's in big trouble. She grenades. It's the right call. So I'm trying to save the Ana right now, which forces me to walk forwards. I do not want to walk forwards right now, but I need to make sure the Junker Queen does not go after my Ana, which is why I step forwards right now and I get shot by the Bob. So I'm going to left side to try to stop the Junker Queen. She pops Rampage. Nothing we can do. We just have too few players at this point to win this fight. I think we lost multiple on the way in. And this is what happens when you're playing like snipers versus snipers, is that like as a tank, a lot of it can happen outside of your control. Alright, we go in right now. Like Hanzo's out of position, he's gonna die from that. The Bob ends up cutting us in half. And then Baptiste is way the heck in their back line. I had no idea this was happening. Alright. So, second point defense, start high ground, because, again, you can always go low ground if you need to, but vice versa is not possible unless you have some sort of mobility skill that gets you up there. Just trying to poke people down. I'm careful about knife, so if Junker Queen pulls me down with a knife right now, I'm actually in big trouble. But I am reserving shout in the event that it happens. I see my Ana's on low ground, so that's why I drop. Because if my Ana got high ground, I would stay up here, but with my Ana on low ground, I need to make sure I stay in LOS of her, because she's my primary healing. I have no idea. Like, Baptiste is doing his own thing the whole game. So I work the side here. I realize the Widow's here. I would have thrown a knife if I had it right now. I'm trying to be evasive. I pop shout because I'm actually in some degree of danger. Coach Gun gets forced. I want Ashe, however, steps up here. I wanted that axe swing on her, but she dies anyway to the Widow. Junker Queen's trying to escape. I missed this knife somehow. Alright. I dodge that knife. I hear the Widow on my right. Nothing I can do about this, though. Go for the swing. We're chilling. I haven't popped shout yet because I haven't taken any damage. Right? No meaningful amount of damage. I'm just taking the chance I don't get headshot right now. Junker Queen's trying to go for my backline. Axe swing on me. That's fine. I get purpled. So a big part of why I'm playing slow right now is I don't want to get purpled by the Ana in a bad situation. I'm trying to stay as high as I can, maintaining shout. That's why I'm not pushing this fight more aggressively. Like if this was a Baptiste or something, I'd probably just shout and go run straight at him. But in this situation, with the Ana holding on to like sleep/grenade, I have to be careful here. Though I do know sleep goes off right there. I remember hearing that. And then I have to wait for grenade. Right? She throws grenade out. Great. So now I'm going to have an opportunity. Right? Axe. Lamp goes off, and now I'm going to pop ulti. So I didn't mean to... If I knew the tank was going to die, I wouldn't have popped it, but I assumed the tank was not going to die there. So I hit both two. Remember, Ana doesn't have sleep, doesn't have grenade. Not that grenade would help her at this point in time. Going to kill the Ana. Great. Fight's over. Rampage was ultimately unnecessary, but I did not expect the Junker Queen to die so quickly. So I'm being very aggressive right now just to farm ult charge. Right? I know the Junker Queen's ahead of me in ulti, so just trying to get as much ulti if I can, right? If I'm better mechanically, I'm going to get more ult charge than she will. So I know she's trying to go through, like, main. So I'm going back this way, right? Hit her with a knife. Again, just constantly working damage at her. Just using cover, right? Using the stairs cover, for example. Unfortunately, she gets that accident on me. All right, and I get purple there, which is fine. Widow won the Widow duel, looking for a pull on the Ana, miss it. Again, trying to farm multi-charge. Alright, it's 30-77. Okay, they pop. My Widow, I have no idea what the heck my Widow is doing here. What the heck? This is nuts. Yeah, so I was even looking to shout here, but she dies like too fast here. The Widow was grossly out of position. So we're both nanoed. I haven't popped shout yet because I don't really need it for anything yet. Now I pop shout. This is a good reason why I save shout, right? Don't pop shout when you're at full health if you're not otherwise in danger. Like, I'm nanoed right now. I can't die quickly. But at this point, I'm purpled, pulled in. Now I shout so I can disengage. Like, this is a good example where, like, nano's not really doing enough to do anything. Rampage goes off. We're in trouble. Right? Trying to kill somebody, but I'm like, okay, not going to happen. Right? Pull back to the next corner. I pull somebody forward, probably Junker Queen. Yep, I go back, make sure I land that hit. Excellent. So, just chilling. Get another pull on somebody or knife hit. Shooting her under the cart. Dragons cut her off, and I recognize that, and I immediately engage. Great, excellent. I pop shout. I'm looking for the Ana. So this is actually an important moment. This is a 2-on-1 right now. Like, my Hanzo's like theoretically here, but I don't think he actually hits any shots. So it's 2-on-1 and the Ana has Mega. You can lose this fight as Junker Queen for sure, which is why I'm still playing. Like, if I pop Rampage, I'm not going to lose it, but I don't want to use Rampage here. This is why I'm playing very slow and safe, because I'm trying to not engage to the point where the Ana can do a lot of damage, walk in, get the Mega, and kill me. Hanzo does hit a shot, to be fair. Mercy's here. 164. Mercy's trying to kill me right now, which is why I get the Mega. Great. Now what's she going to do? Hit her. Right? Dead. So I walk back forwards. Hey, what's going on over here? Okay, there's a Bob. I shout. I see the Ashe is there, but I'm too low right now to challenge the Ashe. So I'm going to go here, get the Mega, and regroup. Because I recognize neither of my supports are alive. So I need to wait for them to come back. Reset, look for the Widow. Hit her with a knife, pull her. Ideally, I really want to force grapple, but I assume she doesn't have grapple if she's not... Yeah, she should have grappled right away. So I've already gotten a pick right there. That's big. Now, this is interesting. I'm popping Rampage even though it looks like we're going to win, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 already. 4 against 2. I'm popping Rampage because there's only 20 seconds left. And it's going to take that long to run from spawn. So if I Rampage right now, these two are guaranteed to die, which virtually guarantees the win. If this was not 20 seconds before the end of the match, or there was another, well, actually I would say 20 seconds before the end of the round, I wouldn't have popped this, because I don't think it's worth it. I would have just taken the odds that I didn't need Rampage. But in this situation, I pop Rampage, right? Make sure everyone dies. I want like a support to come around the corner and like extend this or something. So just make it easy. I go in, 13 seconds. I know the Junker Queen needs to go for the cart. Like, she basically has to go to the cart, like, in the next 2 or 3 seconds to have any chance of touching the cart. So I'm just trying to block this corner to prevent her from running to the cart at all, or taking massive damage to do so. 6 seconds left, right? Still playing the corner, right? Working her down. See, she's way too late to get to the cart, and that's the end of the game. All right, that is Dorado. All right, we're going to be covering Colosseo, where I'm going to be playing against Reinhardt. So for this one, we're going to focus on when and where to fight. A lot of this is about map knowledge. If you have not seen my Colosseo map guide, and especially if you play tank, you should definitely watch that map guide, because I think, especially at lower ranks, people don't really know how to play a lot of the maps, but I think Colosseo push maps especially, people are kind of clueless about where to be at any time. But we're going to start out here in mid, right? Rein's gotten really far out because he has charge. So I can't push up right now. There's like a lot of potential damage here. Just chilling here. I shouldn't mean that fire strike. Between the Pharah and the, what is this? The Symmetra, I can't get very, very close. So I'm just playing slow right now, working down the shield. Right now, Rein is his strongest point because he has shield, like a full health shield. So I just need to work him down until I get an opportunity. Hit the brig, pull her forwards. You'll see that the Rein has killed my Junkrat, which means that it's now a 4 and 5 situation. They're really far forward. They have better cover, right? Better angles. I just retreat. That's all I can do. Sombra kills the Pharah, so now we're in 4 and 4 situation. So now I want to go back in, but I can't push this too aggressively because if the Sim's here with the Rein shield, she's gonna build charge off of me with the Rein shield and then melt me. So I still have to be cognizant. Like, I can't go that fast, but I see right now that they're all turning to try to go after my flank. I shout to try to run in, try to help people. I pop Axe. I'm looking for 2, but Symmetra doesn't really cooperate. Hit the Sim, hit the Rein. I want to pull him out of position because he wants to go backwards, so I pull him forwards. Brig's out of position, go for the Brig. Low, miss her with the knife. Now I go for the Rein. Why? Because the Rein's really far back. The only healing he's going to get is from Mercy and Brig. Brig, whatever pack she's got, she's going to give. Mercy's really, really far away, so if I go after the Rein, it might force the Mercy forward for me to get a kill. So I work in the Rein. He does a good job blocking this hack. Still working on the Rein. So he knows, again, he's like so far away from this team. I missed that knife because I hit the side. Going for the axe swing. That's a double hit right there on the Sim and the Rein. So they're both going to be pretty low. Right, now I push the advantage. Right, only one more shot. Reload. I have shout popped. Hit the Rein again with axe. As a reminder, every single target you hit with axe reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds. So it speeds up how fast you can use axe again. So I have axe again in 4 seconds right now. Working the Brig, right? She whip shots me back. I have to chill for a second because I'm still low. 228's like low-ish, so I'm chilling a second to get health. Right. Now walk forwards. Sim's here. Missed that knife. That's fine. Still dies. Walk forward. See if I can get more picks. Go go go. Right. I dodge. I don't want to move too close to the Sombra because I don't want splash damage to reveal her. Walking up. Rein's here. Right. Fine. Is what it is. Right, hit him with the axe, back out here a little bit. I have shout here. I get take too much damage when I pop shout, which is unfortunate because I did not want to use shout there. I don't think my Ana was healing me. Be my guess. Yeah. She is at that point. Oh no, she's doing a good job. She's doing a good job. I'm just taking too much damage. Alright, so backing up. Right, I'm walking back forwards now because I understand the Rein doesn't want to push forward. Like, a lot of this body language, okay? If the Rein pushes forwards, I walk backwards. If the Rein goes backwards, I push forwards. So I notice the Rein's not pushing forwards right now. So I think, hey, can I take a little bit of space away from him? But either way, we're chilling for a second. Reloading. Fair in the air is a problem, but like I can't do anything to impact these two heroes. It simply isn't your job as Junker Queen. Not in this situation, at least. But we've lost Junkrat again. I see that he's charging after, I think, my Sombra here. Right? So I wait until he gets close, knife him out of the way. Great. But just just chilling, staying out of Sim beam range. Reaper's here, or Pharah's here rather. Good sleep by the Ana. Alright, we regroup. So this is extremely unlucky. He charges in and kills my Ana. And then I have no supports right now because I did not realize my Kiriko's not paying attention at all. So there's no way for me to win this fight. I could have popped Rampage right now, but since we're already down, I think 2... Yeah, we're down 2 because you see how far back my soldier is. I don't want to pop Rampage here because it's like a 3-on-5 situation. Or 3-on-4 situation because the Pharaoh died. I just did not feel confident in winning that fight, so I saved Rampage. Alright, we're walking forwards. My team's already killed 2 without me. Great. So I'm just going to go ahead. They have killed... actually, so the Life Weaver just respawned right now too, so they have no supports right now. I think I know that already going in, so that's why I'm running like straight ahead at them, because I know they have no supports. Right, kill them, great. I don't even know why Katsumi's popped here. Shout, because I'm trying to go forward, see if I can get more picks. Go up here, looking for the Symmetra, if I can hit that knife. Nope. Her right clicks do a lot of damage, that's like 100 damage now, something like that. Does a lot of damage. I'm going up here. Correct spot to play here is crosswalk. I want to deny crosswalk to them as much as possible. Splitting the team. Life Weaver just used his whatever, his dash. So I'm working him down. He's a pedal platform to stay out of range. Nino gets popped right now, which allows me to be aggressive. Go in for axe. Life Weaver pops tree to stay alive. That's fine. So I flip to the other side, and now I'm going to go through the whole team. Right? Sim teleports out. That's fine. But Life Weaver's going to die here for sure. Right, Rein slept, he's purple, axe, dead, great, now we have strong advantage here. I see Farrah's in the air, working her down. This is a good example where like, hey, I can't do anything Farrah except in certain situations. This is a situation where she's gone too low to the ground, she's trying to walk forwards, but me, because she's probably trying to kill my Kiriko and or soldier. So now that I'm here, I stop her from being able to continue a forward assault, and now she has to go backwards, which makes her predictable. So now she drops to avoid the knife, she gets hacked, and she's dead. I didn't need to drop there, but I thought there's something below me, I think. Want the Mercy, looking for it. I nearly get the Life Weaver instead. Alright, hack gets popped. I don't want to stay here, because without Shout, I can potentially get trapped here, right? If I go here, and the Rein charges to my left, I get trapped in. So that's why I'm retreating right now, versus trying to pick up more free damage against the Rein. So I know the Rein's knifed right now. I'm going to pull him forwards while swinging, right? Free axe swing. He's purple as well. Great. I can't push right now because he has a shield. So I have to work down the shield. He charges in, that's fine. Hacked. It's hard playing against Sombra. Get another free axe swing in there. He, by the way, is not shattered, so I know shatter is coming soon. Rein charges across, that's fine. You notice that we're still capping, still moving the cart forwards, we're good. Right, I'm like, hey, look. somebody needs to be on the cart. Most important thing is move the cart right now. So going for the Life Weaver, and then I'm going to die here because of the Pharaoh ulti. I don't know if this was an intentional bait or not, but it certainly worked out this way, because he dashes forwards, and I'm like, oh cool, free kill. And then he pedal platforms right away. Was this an intentional bait? I can't tell. This might have been an intentional bait, in which case this would have been a heck of a play. Because obviously if I didn't leave that room, I was in no danger of dying. Walking forwards, alright, so I'm dead, I have 2 people up there, I'm saying like, hey, maybe can I do something? Nope. And I immediately turn around and go back. Alright, we're back in neutral, right? I get super low here, I take a risk not popping Shout, I probably should have. So I get popped here by Cassidy Grenade, so I have to play slow. The Rein, it has been knifed, which is great. He's off target for his charge. Alright, so now we forced out Grip, right? And we forced out Tree right now. So you see, I also get into the side path to make sure I can get Shattered with my team, which is great, because remember, I know that Shatter is a possibility. Alright, just working the Rein as much as I can. Great, doing more damage, more damage. You know, obviously they do have Tree up, but, you know, doing the best we can right now. We've already lost Kiriko. I'm, like, not feeling so hot about our winning chances until right now, because I get Nano popped on me, I think. Right now, Nano gets popped. I know, again, no Shadow to stop this. There's no other defensive abilities they can use at this point to help them. Like, nobody in the team can do anything to stop Rampage. So with Nano plus Rampage, this is a 5-man Rampage. 4-man, I missed the Mercy. From here, Life Weaver uses pedal, fine. You know, leave him. Go for the Cassidy, kill him. Again, if he's being pocketed, doesn't matter because he can't get healed. Go for the Mercy, injure her. I know the Rein's charging, I'm not even looking. Because even if he charges me, I have way too much health now to die instantly. So I'm focused on killing the Mercy. It also sounded like he was going to be in front of me, like to my right, if that makes sense. Like when I hear this charge, it sounded like it was going to be this spot right here. so I wasn't super worried about it. Kill the Mercy. Rein dead. Great. This is a big turnaround situation, right? So this is a 4 and 5 turnaround, which is relatively rare. But off of good nano by the Ana, right? But also like important mechanics by me to have to hit this. I only missed one shot here, which is that one in the air, to get the kills. All right, pushing forwards. I'm the one on the cart because I'm literally the only one on the cart who can touch this, which is fine, right? Is what it is. Rein's gonna charge over. I'm gonna dodge it. I still have shout right now to get out, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm too far forwards. Keep in mind, I'm only forwards because I've been moving the cart because I want to cap touch forward spawn. That way, if we die here, we're gonna get that advanced forward spawn here instead of all the way back there. That's why I'm pushing the cart right now, and I'm using shout to deal with it. My Ana unfortunately is too far forwards. She's gonna get killed here by the Cassidy, and then now I'm relatively low on options, right? With no shout here because I had to use shout to get out of my bad position, which was intentional. It's fine, right? Because ultimately all this costs them time to have to go like win the fight even though they're advantaged and then have to move it back. So we're gonna be able to fight here, which is great, right? Perfectly happy. I'm not unhappy with any of the decisions I made there, even knowing how it turned out. Looking for the Sim, missed it. Sim's just right clicking me. Ow, this really hurts. Right, so I'm gonna back up all the way right now because I want to hold high ground, except I realize, wait, my Ana is like crazy far forwards. I don't even know how my Ana got there. So I'm running forwards to try to help the Ana. Yep, hit the Rein. That's a good knife. So taking an off angle. There's a turret here though. Rein goes back, fine, whatever it is what it is. Destroy turret. I lose my Ana here, which is problematic. So I shout. So I'm backing here because I'm in a 4 and 5 situation. Very, very important these to understand. Like in payload maps, typically it doesn't matter so much. When you lose one, you also want to lose the whole fight. In push maps and Flashpoint, it's usually a better idea to keep your team, like whatever remains of your team, alive and together, because you can often slow things down. So Sim's gonna make a teleporter right in front of me, and I'm just gonna hold my shot in case she teleports through it. Right? Doesn't? Fine. Rein's here. He comes up, tries to fight me. This is not a good fight for him. Again, my whole team can see me over here. He's going to break LOS of his team, so I'm happy to take this fight. Right, bam. I don't know that Suzu was necessary. Great, so EMP goes off. I didn't know it was coming, but I react to it immediately. Right. I immediately turn. You see, I immediately forget about the Rein and go for the Cassidy, because I want the Cassidy to die first. Right, Rein's dead. Tree gets popped for some reason. I should not have dropped off the pedal platform. Still not used to playing with pedals so much. Supports are gonna sit up there, but they're not really gonna do anything. Sim's over here, so I'm gonna stop the cart from moving. I do not want them to get forward spawn. Right, Sim dodges it. She uses teleporter. Okay, fine. It's really hard to hit Sim with Junker Queen. I realize that she's gonna try to teleport back and forth, so I just stand on this one. Attack her right away when she comes through. Now she's low, and she dies. Cart's gonna push. All right, so now we're the one that have to push through arches, and then trying to get that Cassidy. If I hit that knife, that's a big play. That knife kills him. All right, Rein's trying to fight me. That's fine. I missed that shot. That's sad. Kitsune's popped. I'm looking for an angle to get behind the Rein shield. Right, Rampage is a possibility, but like with this much health, I don't think he's gonna die here. This much health plus shield, so I'm not popping Rampage yet. I'm looking for a better opportunity. Get him a little lower. That's fine. Right? It's hard to push through arches when they have high ground control like this, which is why, again, I'm just trying to be chill here. Nano gets popped. I get behind the Rein and get a kill. So, understanding what do we need to do here to win the fight. I can't do anything right now. Like, I'm just kind of stuck here. I need my team to make a play. I'm holding the Rein at bay. He's holding me at bay. Nobody can do anything, but the DPS and supports are free to do stuff. Right? Not always is the tank the one who is able to change the outcome of the fight. Sometimes it has to be your team. Right? In fact, quite often it has to be your team. But when I get nanoed here, I'm like, great. So I already stuck the knife in him. I'm going to pull him forwards towards my team, and then I'm going to walk behind him while shouting so he can't get the shield behind him, or rather, he can't keep me in front of the shield. So now I'm putting him between 3 different enemies, shooting him on all sides. So his shield is now useless, mostly useless, and that plus the Ana grenade is going to get him killed. Because the Ana doesn't have that opportunity to nade him until after I do this. See, now when he turns for me, he gets naded. Now he has no healing, plus I do a lot more extra damage, get the kill. And that's the opening I needed. Unfortunately, he pops High Noon here, as I'm climbing. So the reason why I engage here is, number one, I'm nanoed, but number two, even if I stay down here, he's just going to walk to the edge and kill me anyway. So my goal here is I'm going to try to kill him as fast as possible. So I walk up, shot, and then I'm pull him right now. The reason why I'm pulling him right now is I want him to try to pop it early, but when I'm not on his screen. So right now, I want him to pop it, ideally, and miss it on me. Unfortunately, he holds it. It's good play by him. It's just really hard in this situation. Like, I don't really have any other options to evade that high noon, so I went for the best possible play I could. Alright, Sim's trying to mess with me. I don't even care about her, because I know I can't get any meaningful damage on her at that range, so I'm trying to kill turrets. Alright, missed that one. Sim wall popped. What do? I pop shout and I go back to our side of the wall. The reason being is I know I can't get healed on the other side without forcing my supports to walk through it. So, you know what? If they pop sim wall to get some space, it is what it is, right? I'll trade that. Instead, I go all the way over here to play this side, because then the wall becomes irrelevant because we're no longer playing around the wall. Playing here, miss knife. Right? It's fine. I see Mercy's here, looking for her. Hit her, right? She goes, and I pop Rampage. Pow, right? I get 2 here. Looking for the Cassidy first. Cassidy dead. Mercy. She's low. Can't quite get the kill. Lifeweaver here. Hit him. He's low. Pops tree. So, that's fine. Right, go for the Mercy again. I get solo shattered here. So be it. That's just life when you're playing against Reinhardt. Like, this is going to happen to you. However, I think this is enough for us to be able to win the fight. Yeah, I think this is enough for us to win the fight. No, not quite. So they're going to be able to stay alive here. So because we killed 2, they're in overtime. They're deep in our territory. They have 3 people. They got a cap here, which is going to stop it, and then walk up here to go complete it. So we're in really, really good shape. Coming forwards. So again, we are in a 4-on-3 situation, and we have high ground control. EMP goes off. Great. Work down the Rein. Great. He dies instantly. Go for the res. Dies. Cassidy's here, but that's it. And then I hear the Lifeweaver here, so I go for the Axe Swing, and then he dies too. Alright, that's Colosseo. Alright, let's talk about Hollywood. I'm going to be on defense. I'm going to be playing against Doomfist, followed by Zarya. And the first point's not so interesting. I'm going to go through it probably pretty quickly. The second point is going to be much more important, where I'm going to demonstrate just holding space and zoning the backline in a, I think, somewhat unusual spot in terms of recognizing like how Junker Queen can play it. Start the round. I just want to figure out what they got. Okay, there's a Doomfist. Right, get some free ult charge. Get an Axe Swing in him. Nope, he punches me. Okay, fine, we'll trade. Right, Doom goes for this. Right, he jumps past me. I shouldn't have reloaded. I had 3 ammo there. Right, just working as much damage as I can. I get kind of low right now. Also, the Widow is a threat to potentially kill me, so I pop shout. I realize I just played against this Widow multiple times. I'm gonna back here. Right, playing next corner. Doom goes. I can't do anything to stop that, right? Again, he has high ground control. Nothing I can do. Looking. I'm gonna try to go after the backline because that's really the only option I have. He goes up pedal platform. Unfortunate. I have to chill right now because I realize I'm not being healed and my Anna's dead. So now we're in a 4-on-5 situation. Just this headshot. This is a tough headshot for her too. Like, I'm not even moving in a straight line. Like, you see how I cut back and she has to flick for that shot. So I know she's tracking me, which is why I'm going to snap back at the last second. And she just hits it anyway. Sometimes that happens. You have good aim, you have good aim. But they won't consistently hit those, so. Alright, so we've given up first point. Unfortunate, pretty quick. Again, that started with my Ana dying. Like, my death at that point was kind of irrelevant because the odds of us winning were unlikely. I'm going to go for the knife. I hit it! Which is, again, it's just annoying for the Widow, right? It just reduces, like, her uptime whenever she's taking poke damage like that. I want to see what this Doomfist does. I'm keeping shout if I need to shout to save somebody. I drop on the Doom because I recognize that he's already kind of low. I missed the knife there. Tracer goes in. She pulse sticks. Great. So I now know they're down 1, so it's a 5-on-4. I want to go in. I pop shout. Get aggressive. Hit the Lifeweaver with the knife. She's low. He's going to save himself by popping tree in my face. Fine, right? Like, that's what you do. Like, I force out ulti because this knife, right, followed by my pressure, makes him nervous. He pops tree. Fine. All right. Now I have to play slow. I can't even, for the record, I'm in so much danger, I can't even walk away like this. Like, I would 100% die this way, and probably die if I went to the left. That's why I'm playing here until I get enough healing to get it, to be able to walk away from this spot. Because I don't want to be here anymore. I do have Rampage, right? Great, get around the corner, good. Hit the Widow again. Right, pop shout. I'm low, but I recognize right now is that I have an opportunity to go after the whole team, right? Even Doom's back here, so I don't have to worry about the Doom going after my team right now. So I'm going to look for this 4-man Rampage. Bam. I go a little farther than I really want to, but I have no control over that. 1 dies, 2 dies. Doom's low. The Yudari's here. Right, that's 3 dead. Lifeweaver gets away, so be it. Right, but Rampage, big part of that win right there. So Doomfist is going to go in, try to mess up his day, stick him with a knife. Right, Reaper teleports in as well. I have to shout to get here. I ideally would have gotten LOS on my Ana and then shouted. Unfortunately, the Ana is around the corner, so I can't get there, and I have to pop shout because I'm trying to save her. There's no reason for the Ana to be here to begin with. This is like pretty representative, I think, of supports who don't know how to play the map well. This is not a spot for Ana to play because you can get easily stuck here, which is exactly what happens. So she gets a Doom. She should have been playing high ground here or like over here, right? Very safe positions. But she's out of position. That's why she dies here. Reaper's low. I follow to see if I can get the kill. Nope. Lifeweaver and Ilyari here healing. Nothing I can do. I go back. I see the Doom here. I get sunstruck. I get completely just hammered by everything right now, which is fine. Like, again, with my Ana dead, there's not enough sustain here anyway, so like dying here is totally fine. And Visor's popped as well. Alright, so we're gonna come back up. Oh no, am I gonna get rezzed here? Oh yeah, I think I get rezzed out of this. Yep, I get rezzed out of this. So, working the Reaper first. He gets low, very low, great, dead. Right, Tracer and me help work together, get that kill. I understand I'm not getting healing right now because my Ana's dead, so my Mercy's probably busy healing other people. I get the Mega. Just take some pressure off your supports when you can. Walking forwards, I know the backline's vulnerable right now. Again, I know they're down 1. Looking for people. Nope. So Lifeweaver does a good grip. Hit the Widow, shoot her in the face. I get punched out, no problem. Not gonna die. Looking for Lifeweaver. I hit the Lifeweaver. Alright. Doom's stuck here, and then he's gonna die. So, analyzing, why does Doom die here? Doom dies here because I stick, first of all, the ER is low. Second, I stick the Lifeweaver, so he doesn't want to peek. He's going to stay behind the corner. So both of them are going to be back here, right? Now, Doom goes in, I work him down, but they can't, if they had more health, they could probably just walk up here and maybe take a chance here, but they can't because they're somewhat low. And then I'm going to body block the Doom. He's clearly trying to walk this way, but I'm body blocking him from being able to get out, and he's like, wait, what? And so he's never able to get LOS of supports and dies. Body blocking, very important on tank. So, Reaper's here. I like maybe have an opportunity to kill him. He gets low. That shot right there really should have been a kill. So if I hit 1 shot right now, he dies. By the way, Junker Queen does 80 damage of a shot, not including headshot. So 1 shot right here would have killed him. I did get like a half. This shot right here would have killed him. That's why I stand still right now, is because I know if I don't kill him with this shot, I have no chance of killing him because the supports are about to come help him. So as soon as the shot misses, right, and then that one, I think I stopped and but like had no prayer really of killing him because he's already being healed. Right? I stopped because I really need to land this shot, but it's just not quite enough. Can't get the kill. All right, back out, which is fine, right? Like not a big deal. It was all potential reward, no risk. So there's no reason for me not to go for plays like that. But it requires a very fine understanding of how much damage enemies do to know when you can pull stuff like that off. I want to prevent the Doom from getting a clean engage. You notice I've already dropped him down to half, so if he dies in with half health, great. So be it. So I hear the Widow very close to me, so I know I'm going to hit her with a Rampage. Right? I hear that shot / see the arc, so I know she's standing right here. So I'm going to walk up here, pop Rampage. I did not mean to hit this wall. I wanted to go slightly to the left. But the already panics, right? Gets saved by the Lifeweaver. Okay, so be it. I run over from the Reaper. So I go in right now. The idea is being a lot of cooldowns have been used. Maybe I can make a play, but everyone is way too far back for me to do anything. So I'm just gonna retreat. I was hoping someone was gonna be right there. Sunstruck is popped. I have to back up right now because again that puts a lot of pressure on your back line. I see Dooms here. Missed the knife. Working the Doom in combination with the Ana. Okay, gets gripped out. Fine, we'll take it. As the most important thing is that my Ana doesn't die there. Widow's just sitting here in cart. They've gone Mei now, probably for me. Right, Mei has no block, so it should be easy kill. It is. Life Weaver gives up his life, which is the correct play, because he wants to just die as soon as possible. Alright, 3 minutes. I see the Widow here. Hit her with a knife. Pull. Right, she kind of clips the wall, so she doesn't go as far forward as she could have. I pop a shot there to make sure I don't die from a headshot, and I just go back. Just chilling, waiting. Right, go back. Again, this corner is what I'm talking about. Just constantly playing this corner is really, really important, because as the Doomfist tries to go by me, I can put a lot of pressure on his backline. If I'm playing, for example, high ground here, I can't do any of that. Or if I'm playing here, I can't do any of that. I have to play close. Looking for a knife. Oh, Zarya goes back. Wow, she like goes way the heck back. Yeah, she already knew this. She knew this axe was coming. Cassie's purple. Look for it. Want it. Can't get it. I want her. Nope. She uses outburst. Fine. Is what it is. Okay, this is Zarya now. So they switched from Doom. I think it's actually a different player, but obviously this is not good for me. Widow hits the headshot on me. Res is going off, but what can I really do here? Maybe something. There's actually people pretty low, but no. There's like way too much healing to sustain now. Right? Cassie goes. I almost kill him right there. If I shot and meleeed. Yeah, if I meleeed right here, he would have died, which would have been a massive play. But now I'm just stuck in this corner. There's nothing I can do. That's fine. So they've now won the very first fight. I go for the knife on the Widow. I see the Ana's high ground. I'm going over here to try to help. Tracer goes up there first. Cassidy drops. Okay, fine. I go for the Cassidy. I whiff all these shots. 3 shots whiffed. Bubble gets popped. High Noon gets popped. And you'll notice the path I take is very intentional. I'm running away from him, but I'm also trying to break line of sight as soon as I possibly can. I go back to my team. I didn't want to go high ground here because I don't want to expose myself. Look for people to kill me. Ilyari somehow ends up over here. That's fine. I pop Axe Swing because I know there's no space for her to dodge. Easy. Zarya's here. I look for the Zarya. Right? She's low. Great. I have no idea what her bubble status is because I haven't been tracking it because I haven't seen her. But that's fine. I did not expect her to have the second bubble. That's just fine. Alright, whatever. I pop a shout here to make sure I don't die. Alright, free kill. Alright. Out here again. Just poking. Right, again, the chip damage is very annoying for Widow. It discourages her from taking shots. Right, another shot on me. Fine. Zarya pops bubble number 2, I think. No, bubble number 1. Bubble number 1. That's bubble number 2. Okay, now I know she has no bubbles. Now I commit. Right, she dies. Great. I don't even need to do anything. I have Rampage right now. I don't think I need it. Yeah, I'm not going to even pop it. Alright, the Ilyari turret's here. I destroy that to reduce her sustain for the next fight. Back up. Right, pull through everybody. I have Rampage. I'm just waiting. I want this kill. Get it! Perfect. 40 seconds left. But that buys me another 15 seconds off the clock. Zarya tries to push into me. I eat a headshot right there. So I sit in the corner, shout to get out. Right, I get low. Right, get a double with the knife. So bubble is popped. That's bubble number 1. Hit her. I don't know if she popped another bubble. Yep, she still has another bubble. Yeah, that's bubble number 1. Right, I lose 1. Unfortunate. Right, I'm trying to hold this corner as long as I can. I still have enough sustain to stay there if I need to, but I'm running out of damage on my team. Sunstruck gets popped. Unfortunate. I hit 2 with that, and now I realize, hey, look, maybe there's an opportunity here. Because remember, Rampage does already like 120 damage, right, with the impact plus the wound, which is significant. And then, so that's already going to get them kind of low. I know all the bubbles are used up because I've been tracking them. Well, all but 1. I'm going to pop Rampage through. Ana's going to die instantly. Right, great, she's dead. Go for the Widow. I pop Shout. Widow's dead. Working the Zarya. She definitely has no bubbles now. And then that's it. Right, 5 seconds left. There's no way for them to contest anymore. So, reading this, what's the major events? Okay, again, trying to play the corner, forcing out bubbles as soon as I can. Right, I lose the soldier here to Widow headshot. Unfortunate 4 and 5 situation. Right, trying to hold the corner. I still have healing to do so. I have the option to go forwards or backwards. I have Shout coming up soon, so I should be okay here. Sunstruck gets popped. I don't want to back up into my team and get Sunstruck as well. So I go for the big axe. Axe is huge at this moment. A 2-man axe right now is really, really big. I also know my Tracer is here. So bubble gets popped in the Cassidy. Great. That's the last bubble. Then I pop Rampage in. I know the Ana's gonna die virtually instantly. I didn't even need to shoot her, she would have died regardless. Alright, Widow kill. Right, I have Shout here, which gives me plenty of health. Zarya's no bubbles, and then that's in the end. Alright, that is Hollywood. Alright, for our next map, we will be doing New Junk City, the one and only Flashpoint map in this series. And for this one, we're going to focus on two things. Number one, generally how to play Flashpoint. I don't think I'm very good at it at all. I probably won't feel that way for like another 100 games or so in Flashpoint. But I still can talk through like generally what the good ideas are. And number two, forcing Kiriko's Suzu before Rampage. Kiriko's a very common counter to Junker Queen because her Suzu removes all the bleed damage from her various attacks. So it's especially useful at like completely shutting down her ultimate. Alright, we're gonna come out here. I'm split off from my team. This is something that sort of happens because not everybody's like totally sure what the direction is to take. I was planning on going up here and challenging this spot. My team decides to go to the left for whatever reason, and we're a little discombobulated, which is okay. I'm going to try to set up. Again, I don't think people are playing this map super optimally yet, so I don't think it's going to matter, but I think eventually people will figure it out, and then it'll be a lot more problematic. So I'm trying to get an angle to go after the enemy team. Obviously, they're on that side, but like I was already rotating to the left, so fine. I'm here pretty much on my own, which I don't think I entirely realized, but I've got a juicy access to backline, but I missed some attacks. I'm basically in on them. Nobody really notices that I'm here. Suzu force right away. That's fine. I'm using this box as cover. Cassie's in my face. He's super low. Shout, I think, saves his life. I'm going to drop right now because I realize that I am in very, very deep and my team is not here. As I can tell from the fact that I'm not healing, which is why I dropped right now. So I dropped the reset. Genji's low. Alright, that's fine. We cap. Climb back up. Capping is great for us because that means that now every second that this fight goes on is good for us. We don't need to force anything. Looking for a knife pull there. I hit it. But I pull balls already on high ground. Working the Junker Queen down. Moments like this are really important in the Junker Queen mirror matchup especially. Also, I would say Junker Queen versus Zarya. Very important to be hitting good meat shots. Meat shot meaning like a shot where as many of your pellets, like a lot of your pellets are connecting. And if you aim for like the upper chest area, you can get some headshots in there too. So I think I dodged the axe here. We'll see. So when she's going for the axe, I want to... Oh no, she hits me with it. So we trade axe swings. Try to get over the knife, didn't get it. I'm looking, I'm confirming how close my team is. That's the way I can shout, and now I can get in aggressively. Because I feel right now, I think that she's used shout. She has used shout. So I'm feeling like there's an opportunity right here for the next few seconds for me to use shout and get progress. So I shout, move forwards. I see Genji super low. He dashes backwards, something he can do. Right, just trading damage on the Junker Queen right now. I don't want to run past her too far. I want to work down the Junker Queen because I understand that we're winning the sustain match. Like, she's taking a lot more damage than I am. So I feel like if I just work her down, I can probably win this fight. Get the Genji, pull in. Suzu goes off, great. I'm gonna remember that Suzu goes off. My Suzu goes off, great, good. We're both gonna trade axes. Or actually, I'm gonna go for the axe now. Again, trying to work the queen down. Queen kills my soldier. I have no idea. Did the soldier get pulled in here? Yeah, he gets pulled in. Working queen. Notice right now that I'm way ahead for damage. So I'm at 86% and she's only at 62. So I'm doing a much better job building ult charts than she is, which is gonna be relevant in a second. So I can feel that I'm close to ultimate, so I'm like thinking about engaging here, right? I hit 2 with the axe swing. Notice again the camera swing to try to make sure I hit 2 people with it. I'm low right now, but I'm hoping supports come in and heal. They do, right? Great Suzu save. And I line up all 4 and I go. So note here on their side, Suzu has been used, and I see Suzu get used, right? Right there. So Suzu's used. I just need to buy myself a second, and I jump out to make sure that I can get the Junker Queen into this as well, so I can get all 4 of them. Bam, all 4. Engage right away, see what I can kill. Soldier's here, hit him with the axe, right, make sure he dies, great. Genji's over there. The Kiriko swift stepped out, Ana died here as well. Working the Genji down, but I don't have to worry about chasing him down because he's not going to be a problem if he's on the outside and low. I shout to get back to the fight quickly. Junker Queen, Kiriko's still here, still sort of dangerous, but they're not going to win this fight. And then we cap. And that fight took so long that they only had 1 fight on first point. This is something that happens in Flashpoint only, really. Where even like the control maps, King of the Hill, you always get more than 1 fight for sure. You get like 2 fights minimum, almost always 3. Alright, so I'm rotating, trying to get to the next point ahead of time. So this is like a pretty common area. So for the Flashpoint maps, there's going to be the point itself, which is typically not fought over that much. Usually there are better spots to fight that are outside of the point, which is a pretty common Overwatch design. So I'm trying to funnel the enemy into this choke and fight here. And I'm going to get a free kill on the Genji here. 1, 2, 3. He really should have deflected or dashed or did frankly anything. But, you know, this is quick play. Happens. I hit someone with the knife, but I figure I'm not going to be able to kill him anyway here, which is the correct call. I want to keep making sure my team rotates. Once I see that people are heading towards point, great, I only need one to cap, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm staying up a little bit because my Cassidy is really overextended right now. I'm like, hey, look, I want to go to point. I'm not saying that, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I really don't want to actually hit Cassidy to die right now. So I'm staying here. Again, keep in mind that if somebody was going to get jumped on, I can use shout to help save them. The Cassidy dies here anyway, but this is kind of ridiculous because how does he die in this situation? Well, he just gets gunned down. This is what happens when you don't dodge and you just run in a straight line. Right? This is not... He just runs to the left, he's fine. But that's unfortunate. So now we're down one already. I want to get trade at least. Yep, I get the kill on the soldier really quickly. Kitsune popped. Okay, cool. Nope, Rampage goes off. Never mind. So Beat is popped right now. So I'm obviously not around the corner for Beat, but for Beat is LOS based. After he drops it, there's about a 1 second period after where it lingers. So even if you're not visible when he pops it, you can step around the corner and you'll still get it within roughly 1 second. So I realize I'm actually in big trouble here because I'm purple and low and I'm separated from my team. So I'm trying to get back for the Beat. Unfortunately, Beat's still too far away. Not going to get it in time. And they're going to kill me. So I shout, try to come back. Rejoining my team. We're going to be fighting here, and I'm going to die here in a second, as I'm confused as to where the heck my team has gone. So they just walk into me and kill me. I obviously could have popped shield or a shout here, but I don't know that actually would have gotten me away. So what happened is, in this situation, let's look again from my perspective. So I'm walking in. So my Kiriko and my Lucio are with me, so I expect both of them to be coming with me. Instead, they're focused on fighting over here, which is not so great a call, right? I mean, I'm going this way, so they should just follow the tank. I've kind of had the tank isolated from the team. And then I don't expect both of them to leave me, right? Lucio's just messing around up here. Kiriko's in the back line. And then I end up fighting over here. Their Junker Queen correctly identifies that there's no one actually here to help me. She starts working me down, and then combination of the Ana and the soldier and the Kiriko is just too much. So this is just me misreading what my team is going to do, which is something I think happens in Flashpoint more than other maps, just because people are doing weird things at all times because the map is just kind of designed that way. I'm coming back in right now, seeing if I can do something. Kiriko gets a pick, great. Right? Kiriko gets another pick, she's huge. I shout to make sure she doesn't die to the Junker Queen. Just working Junker Queen down, great. No problem, and then she's gonna die, we're gonna cap. So we're in one fight territory, because if we die, there's almost no way that we can retouch this. Just poking people down, same old, same old. So I have Rampage here, and I want to pop an early Rampage because I don't want them to set up and have too many angles spread out where I can't get a lot of value from Rampage. So I want a nice early Rampage, a quick team fight win, and then go into the last fight. All right, if I can draw this out, though, so that they only get one fight, that would be great, but I don't know that that's so likely. They should ideally be pushing the pace here. So they're all going to the right, so I was hoping to get more from this, so you can see they all start walking to the right now. But they've separated here, so I'm going to go in right now. I hit 2. Kiriko's going to come in suzu, which is just fine, because I'm going to trace down the soldier. Alright, soldier should die here. Yep. And then I'm going to back off here. Why? Because I hear blade, so I'm going back to see if I can help with the blade. I also know that he's going to shut down my backline, so I have to go back and help him. Remember, we're in one fight territory, so I can't get in a situation with a positive trade. I have to make sure the Genji doesn't wipe my team. Queen's there. Going for the Genji. Genji's low. Some bad aim on my part. He pops deflect, looking, right? I confirm nobody's behind us. Alright, great. So we won the fight. Walk forward, hit the Queen, pull her back. Alright, I'm trying to get a pick here. Alright, once the soldier's there, I know I can't get it anymore. Looking for another knife pull there. Nope, miss it. Pull back, I hit the Ana with it. Queen's on top of me, which was very surprising. The good news is, like, okay, this is not looking good for me, but there's only 3% left on the point, and because the fight happens so far away from the point, they have no way they can get to the point anymore. Like, the only way that they could have touched this is if the Queen, instead of engaging me at this point, she has to book at the point, like, right now, basically in a straight line, to have any chance of touching the point right now. Coming after me, while it's a good, like, team fight decision, it's a bad objective decision in order to make sure that her team actually has a chance to fight this out. Alright, so we are currently up 2-0. I'm going to walk in here. So I think the correct call, I'm actually going to go right here. I think the correct call is actually to climb this and fight this spot right here. But I did not even realize that was a path until when I watched this replay. I was like, wait, I actually think I could have gone up top left. So that's a great example of just like not understanding the map well. People ask me all the time, like, oh, will you do like, you know, a map guide on whatever the new map is, Antarctic, you know, Shambali, etc. I don't like doing map guides until I feel like I understand at least 70 to 80% of the map. I think my map understanding right now, these of the Flashpoint maps, is like 20% at best. And that still might be better than some other players, but not good enough that I want to, you know, put a quote-unquote map guide on it. I feel like that's just deceptive. It doesn't give you nearly enough value, and I'm not confident enough about the advice that I would give. So I'm improvising as I go here, which is never a situation you want to be in terms of like playing a map. But my goal here is to see if I can take this pillar, and I think that shuts them down. But the question is, will I die before reaching the pillar is a big question, which is why I drop right there, because I feel like I'm actually going to die. But Kiriko pops Kitsune, which is unfortunate, because I obviously jumped down. I have to come back up top. Kitsune is traded, both are active right now. She pops Rampage. I missed the axe. But we do a beat. I'm trying to work her down because we do a beat right now. So she drops. Fine, forget it. Now I shout. I want to advance. Cassidy rolls. That's fine. I hit him with this knife. This is a big knife. Right? Great. Kill a soldier. Work down the Ana. Excellent. Now we're going to drop. So it's going to be Kiriko, Junker Queen versus me, Lucio, and Soldier here. But the problem was we're purple. Not that the healing's a big deal. I get the Kiriko super low. Queen kills me, soldier drops, their queen instantly kills the soldier, and then I'll just let this run out because it's actually pretty amusing. So their queen is going to cap, and then he's somehow going to get bullied out, or rather she's going to get bullied out by this one Lucio. To be perfectly honest, I think this is super embarrassing. Like, it's not like she was low to begin with here, right? Like, this fight starts, like, Lucio's at full health, but she's only missing 100 health. So this is a 350 health Junker Queen who's standing on point contesting a 200 health Lucio, and he just rocks her. Like, she's in bad shape, and then she has to shout and just run away, which is very amusing. Anyway, I'm coming back to point. They obviously have point control, but the Junker Queen's not here, or had to regroup. So we're racking back up. I do have Rampage here, looking for an opportunity, looking for Cassidy. I was also hoping my Cassidy popped High Noon, so I'm hoping to pull him into this, but he dies like right away. I don't know what he's thinking. I realize there's two here. Oh, that's interesting. But I'm also low enough that they could definitely kill me. So I'm going to pop Rampage here, right? Make sure both die. Great. We'll take it. Soldiers here on high ground. This is a really bad angle to fight. They can definitely, him plus Kiriko can easily beat me. So I'm going to try to regroup my team and kill the Junker Queen, which is why I dropped down to the left. The reason why I pause is I realize the soldier's dropping on top of me. So now that he's dropping on top of me, I can engage because we're a lot closer. I can win a fight here. I can't win a fight like that. So now that he's down here, great. I missed the knife, unfortunate. I'm going up for the axe swing. Hit both. You see they're both flashing, right? Hit both of them with the axe. Now I'm going to finish the soldier. Great. And then going to finish the Kiriko. Great. And then, oh, the queen's here, right? That's fine. I was like, wait, what the heck? She's good. She's back on point. That's fine. All right, good. So, now that we capped, walking forwards, trying to get a pick. Again, same as like all the other points. You don't really want to fight on the point. You want to fight in between your point and their spawn. So I'm getting up here, seeing if I get a pick. Cassie's here. Great. Somebody else did a lot of damage to him, so I got to finish him off. I pop Shout here to see if I can get more, because again, this should be a 5-on-4 situation, or at least like +1 situation. Nobody's out there, so fine. I'm going to chill, because I don't really know the map well enough to be like, okay, where should I actually be playing right now? I look for a flank knife. Don't get it. That's fine. I'm also thinking to farm ult charge here, by the way. Big thing, because I know I'm reasonably close to another ult. So I'm listening to hear where they're going. I hear the soldier running on the right. I assume he's coming right, because he's planning on popping Visor. That is correct. I walked straight into him. He popped Visor already. I had Axe already hit him with it. Yep, there you go. It's in the melee. Kiriko dropped low, because she's actually, I think, reasonably low right now. She's nanoed, which is unfortunate. You notice that they've already killed 2 of my team, so I'm in big trouble right now. I get stuck here? Yeah, I get stuck by the railing. But yeah, with her nanoed at close range, not going to win that fight. So they are going to cap that, and we're going to go on to point 4. So I'm going to rotate here, trying to get to the next point. I get flanked here? Question mark? Yeah, I'm getting flanked from the side, which I was not aware of. So I reset, go back to, I have to force shout out here, which is bad, but I use it to stay alive, get back to my team. I come to the right. What am I going to try to do? Try to pull him off. It works. He's low. Hit him with it. Kiriko comes down to Suzu. That's fine. Get him low, and I'm going to go. So the great thing here is I don't have to worry about Suzu, because remember, Suzu just got used. So this Rampage comes in once again and forces out, or rather goes without Suzu to counter it, which means the soldier here for sure is going to die, and the Kiriko is going to have to swift step or just run away to not die. So we're already up 1 right now. High noon gets popped. I use shout to try to save my team. It doesn't work. There's a lot of people here looking for an axe. Trying to get as much damage as I can right now. I probably should have shouted there. I think I realized this fight was probably over regardless. I was thinking about going down here. So I thought there was a mega down here. There is not. I'm thinking that there should be a mega. There's a mega over here. Yeah, I felt like there should be a mega down there, but there is not actually a mega down there. And then there's just, 4-on-1, 5-on-1. All right, reset. Looking good for the enemy team. I'm coming back in here. She has ultimate. Queen has ultimate. That is, I have ultimate. I'm throwing knife over there in case the Cassidy walks into it. He doesn't. So be it. I pop shout to get in. I realize the Queen's on top of me, so I need to just chill, right? Play safe right now. So that's why you see the second I realize the Queen's on top of me, I change the angle such that she's the one now being shot by 4 people instead of me the one being shot by 4 or 5 people. There's a lot of people here. I'm just chilling right now. Right, playing slow. Go for the axe swing. She pops Rampage. I have 1 health. Gonna die. So 2 clean, good fights on their side, but my team manages to stabilize a little bit. Going for the soldier. He's dead. Kitsune popped. I want the Kiriko. Nope. Teammates killed her. Alright. So, once again, even though we are at a big deficit, we do have control of the point. I do have Rampage now, and she does not, which is great, because she used that to win the previous fight. Looking for opportunities. Almost hit that soldier with that knife. I'm listening. Okay, I hear the Cassidy rotating right now. Yep, I hear the Cassidy rotating, so I assume he's going to try to high noon from the side, which is correct. You see he's crouching there. Pull him, shot, axe, and then shoot him in the face. So this time it does work. There's actually one of my previous maps. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was Colosseo, where the same situation happened, where someone was high nooning. The difference here is that A, he doesn't have support healing him, and B, is he is not nanoed here, I think, either. Or maybe, I think he was nanoed and I was nanoed that time. But you see that he is going to miss the shot here because of the pull. Right? So he's going to snap and he's going to fire, and he knows that no one's actually on the screen. That's what I was trying to do on Colosseo. It's just that this Cassidy's not as good as that one was at turning to rotate with me. So he's dead. Excellent. We'll take it. I'm going to Rampage in. This is kind of a tricky moment because I think we're getting beat already, so I probably didn't need this. Go for the backline right away. Rampage. Moira's gone. Fine. I see the Moira went forward, so excellent. And now it's just clean up. And that is a cap. Okay, cool. That is New Junk City. Okay, we're going to be covering Rialto Defense. This is the only game in the series that is going to end up being a loss. We're going to play against Roadhog initially, and then Orisa for the end of the game. So for this one, I'm including this because it demonstrates really well how to play against the Roadhog and the importance of being in sync with your supports. Because that's a big part of why we end up losing this game. It's just like I'm like totally out of sync with what my supports are doing, and vice versa. So against Roadhog, obviously a dangerous threat to hook you in. You don't really have damage mitigation like a lot of other tanks do. You don't have like let me block or whatever, or throw a shield up to prevent myself from dying. All you have is shout, which is good in terms of it gives you like 150 extra health, but it doesn't give you any damage mitigation, so high damage is still dangerous against you. And the speed is only so helpful. Like if you get hooked into their team, speed's not going to save you from dying. So I'm going to generally play safe here, but not too safe, because I still have to make sure that no one gets hooked other than me. And I'm going to try to save shout for myself or teammates who get hooked, while continuing to be a huge thorn in Roadhog's face. So for Roadhog wins fights if you play this close, because he does a lot more damage to you. Roadhog has bonkers damage. I think he has the highest base damage in the game without using an ability, because his gun, I think that's like 216 damage per second. It's something nuts. Like, it's really, really, really high. The downside of it is that it has a massive spread, so hitting like squishy targets is really, really hard. So as a result, like most people don't even notice how much damage it does because it's really hard to actually hit a lot of shots. But at close range, like this close, Roadhog will obliterate you. But once you step back even this much, you'll trade like slightly positively. Once you're standing like here, you're going to trade crazy positively. But once you go further out, you run the risk of getting like a right-click headshot, which can like obliterate you. So just things to note here is the exact damage range to play is very, very important, very tight. By the way, Roadhogs here often look to hook people off the bridge. I don't even want to mess with that right now as Junker Queen. A lot of other heroes like Orisa, Reinhardt, etc., Zarya, I have abilities I can pop to block the hook. Junker Queen I don't, which is why I don't even want to mess with him when he's still on the bridge. So now, this is a good example of like, hey, what do I do here? I have to get in his face, right? I don't want to get hooked by him, but I don't want anybody else to get hooked by him either. If I play super passively, eventually he's going to hook a teammate. So I have to put damage pressure on him here to force him to actually focus on me and waste his time doing that, right? By the way, I go here because I see that he's reloading, which gives me a chance to rotate to the cart. So now I get to play this good angle because the Roadhog can't step to this corner without getting shot in the side by me. So now I'm forcing him to play like Ring Around the Rosie with me on the cart. So we're just trading damage. He probably could have hooked me there and I would have been in a little bit of trouble, but I do a Kiriko cleanse if necessary. So he hooks me right now. I instinctively react with shout, right? This is great. Like he hooks, right, fine, force a shout, that's good. So he pops, take a breather. I immediately go for the Kiriko, hit her with the axe. She pops Suzu, that's fine. So we have now killed the Genji. My team's walking forward. I realize, okay, we actually have momentum here. I'm a little worried about getting pulled off the bridge. Echo doesn't have to worry about that. So that's why I'm just corner peeking right now. Kiriko's here, working her down. Mercy's here. All right, finish the kill. All right, first fight down. Second fight, Hog's coming down. Again, poking him down, making sure don't get hooked off, nothing crazy. All right, they move up. This is fine. All right, good right click by him. So, quick note about knives, if you throw it and it doesn't hit anybody, don't pull it back right away if it's still not going to hit anybody. Let it stay there until someone walks in front of it and then pull it back. The reason being is the cooldown does not start when you pull it back, it starts from when you throw it. So it doesn't matter how long you leave it out, you might as well, like, there's no disadvantage in leaving it out. It doesn't get you your knife back any sooner. Where are you, Gudgy? Okay, deflect popped. I come out. So hook goes off. What happens? I should shout. I'm a little slow on this one. Go for axe, try to get 2 hits. I didn't mean to go inside the room here. This is actually a big problem. I juked the Roadhog back outside. He totally could have killed me there, and I probably should have died for this. Right, axe swing. Just trying to work damage as much as I can. The Yulari just gets hooked in by the Hog. But I'm going to trade right here with Rampage. So that's 3. Going in, Genji's dead. Yulari's up top. Okay, whatever. Alright, hit the Roadhog. Notice right there, when I realize I'm not going to reach the Moira, I immediately turn and make sure I hit the Hog. Right? Any hits are better than no hits. So, sitting here, that's fine. Axe right there. Kitsune popped. I'm low here. My Kiriko gets stuck in the corner. But this is really bad. So I go back. He misses the hook there, which is very lucky. I get the Mega. I realize, hey, look, I've lost too many. I just need to reset. Like, me going in right now is just going to stagger me and prevent me from contesting the final. The problem is it's really hard to stay out here. So because the Roadhog goes around the corner here, I'm going to die. So that's why I'm crossing to the other side of the bridge. Just sitting here waiting for supports to come back out. I don't have too much time. Right? I look at the position of the cart. Going forwards, I have to touch cart here. Right? Cart is very, very, very close to touching. The Echo goes in instead, which is interesting. Work on the Hog right now. Force, take a breather, reload. Go after the supports now. I should have just thrown another knife here, honestly. I try to go in for that, and then I get knocked back by something? What the heck knocks me back here? That's weird. Outburst, maybe? Anyway, working the Hog down. Again, I don't want him to attack my team. If he's constantly healing, taking cover, he's never going to be able to hook my team. So, Bob's out. As soon as Bob's out, I was like, I'm in big trouble here. So I pop Shout to just try to stay alive. I'm close to Rampage. Unfortunately, Hog hooks me out of Axe. I just can't survive. I was like looking for an opportunity, but I need like over a second to get Rampage off. right? Worst thing with Rampage is to die while using it. So in this situation, I was like, look, I need at least like 200 health to get this Rampage off. I can't get 200 health right now. Like, there's way too many people attacking me. But if I pop Rampage here, probably win the fight, assuming the Yulari can stall for a second more. But my backline was zoned by Bob, so we just couldn't do it. All right, coming out here. Again, looking for opportunities to get into the Hog's face. I don't want him to, hook anybody on my team. So I'm playing in, again, very intentional range. Up this close, really, really bad. This close, okay. Ideally, I want to be right around here, a little bit further away. But I was going after the Yulari, and this is another example of kills that you manufacture out of nowhere. So this time, I stick her. Right? Stick with the knife. She goes outburst. I pull her back in. One shot in the air. Axe swing, kill. And now that she's dead, we should be able to win. Oh, nope, because we just lost Echo. I pop shout. I'm trying to get more. I force Moira's fade, which is fine. Moira fades back, which is actually a really good play by her to... Yeah, she comes back in and pops Coalescence, which is fine. I step in front here to try to block the shot on the Yulari, which I think works, but instead I take a big shot in the face for it. Yeah, I think I blocked this. But the problem is now that I've taken a ton of damage, and I don't have the sustain here. Again, I was looking for a Rampage opportunity, but at this point, after I step in front of the Yulari, I think I'm pretty screwed right now. I think I should have, or I would have had the Rampage right when I did that to have any chance at getting that off. Trying to regroup again. Working on the Hog. Hog's dead. Great. We shouldn't need to pop anything here. We lost one, unfortunately, because of Sunburst. Now I pop it because I realize we've lost 3, so I'm trying to turn this fight around. Go for the Sojourn. Sojourn dead. Go for the Moira. Hit her with the axe. She's low. She fades. Great. I leave her alone. Right? No point. Me going back. Now with the Moira out of the fight, there's only 2 people on point. So go for them. Miss the swing. Kill the Yari. Moira's back, but it's fine. Working the Ashe. Ashe is dead. So that's actually like a super big turnaround play. Starting from right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players right now against 1, 2 people. Right, so this is a 2-on-4. Converting this is extremely rare. I go in here. Kiriko, I think, does a reasonably good job. Yeah, she gets the heals in. She's dueling here, staying alive. Yeah, this is actually a really good play by the Kiriko too, just to stay alive here. And then she comes in, she stalls. Right, Suzu's tries to stay alive. Yeah, this is a really good play by the Kiriko. Right, without that, we lose the point. I have no idea why we're popping Sunstrike right now. So I pull the Hog out of position. Right, again, this is the neutral phase. Working the Hog. This was actually probably an overzealous strafe. I shouldn't have gone to the side of the door, because I can't break hook there if I'm that far away. He misses hook. Yeah, I think so. If this is a GM Hog, I don't think I can get away with this stuff. I don't know how that knife doesn't hit anybody. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it's slightly off. It like curves past her. So he's used take a breather right now. So he is potentially vulnerable if I can get him low enough. I go for the axe swing. He goes to the right side to clear this angle, which is a really good play by him. So I shout to make sure my soldier doesn't die there. Genji goes in, gets a kill. I want to go in, but I see Bob. I thought about walking to this Bob and stopping it early. And I think I probably should have. But I walk in, right? We're all working on it. Great, we kill the Bob quickly. Re-engaging, get the knife. So Hog goes for the knife, for the hook here. And then I'm going to stick him with a knife, wait for him to land the hook, and I'm going to pull him, which throws off his one-shot potential. Hog's dead. Ashe is here, right? Kill her. Great. Shout. I want more. Kill, kill, kill. So I was saving axe here. Like, obviously I'm close enough to axe multiple people. I'm saving it because all 3 of them have the ability to evade this. Right? Moira still has fade. The Yulari still has outburst, as far as I'm aware. Right? I think she's actually 2 seconds short on it. And the soldier should still have slide. Again, I don't know that 2 of them don't have it because I haven't been tracking this part of the fight because I was in the front. So I actually should have axed it earlier. So I'm going to Rampage here because I want to reset this fight. Again, this is like a tempo ultimate to like win another fight basically for free. Alright, they pop Coalescence, so I'm going to trade this Cole, my ultimate for Cole, and another stagger, another 2-3 man stagger. Right, get a kill there. I have to juke a little bit to make sure I don't die here. He gets hooked me in, but now I'm finally being healed. And then we're going to reset. So I shout to get out to make sure I don't get hooked in. So stagger continues. We're playing bridge, which is fine. So I know the hog is whole hog and has had it for quite a while, so I don't want to get in a situation where I can get trapped against any object. As long as there's open space behind me, I can ride the whole hog backwards. Sunstrike happens here. See, whole hog gets popped. I immediately make sure to get out of the room so I don't get stuck there. I get pulled out of this. He's super low. Dies. Excellent. Walking forwards here. Looking for more. Want the sojourn. I don't know if my team is like here, so I'm like kind of slow because these two can definitely beat me if I don't have my team here. Hit her with the knife, right? Pull in, kill. Another example of just like a big knife kill. This is a big stagger right there, right? Slide goes, pull her back, great. So now they've gone Orisa, and this is where things are going to go poorly. Hog versus Junker Queen is probably pretty even, right? Maybe a little in Junker Queen's advantage. I would say Orisa versus Junker Queen is definitely in the Orisa's favor. I would love, like, if I'm having a lot of trouble with Junker Queen, I go Orisa. All of her abilities just like counter yours so well. Miss the knife, right? I'm trying to farm Rampage as soon as I can because I want to use it to win this next fight. We're in one fight territory for this point if I can get it off. So Bob's behind us. I have to like try to retreat. So I step in front of the Bob here. The idea being is, remember last time when the Bob was over there, we burned him down very quickly. This time, this does not in fact happen. So now this is bad because now A, the Bob's not dead. B, I've taken a ton of damage. And C, because I threw a knife into it, I pull him from this side to this side, which is going to get me killed and do a lot of damage to my team. So that's really, really bad. Especially since I had Rampage here. I just like can't really get an opportunity between the javelin and the damage to get it off. So I think this probably costs us the game. So from here, they get a fresh 2 minutes. I'm just chilling, waiting for my team to regroup. We're gonna come out here. Poking, nothing super exciting going on. I see Genji's in, all right, so I want to go in right now. I shout to make sure he doesn't die. Movement cooldowns have been used. I'm going to follow the Ilyari in. Okay, Moira, great. Moira faded, killed Moira. Great, excellent. Kill the Sojourn, great, excellent. So, easy cleanup, right? It starts with the read on the Genji. Right here. I see the Genji, because I tracked the Genji, was on the left. So Genji looks like he's walking in. You see, I can see him on my screen. He's going forwards. I'm just poking the Orisa down. He dashes in. I pop shout so he can stay in there. He forces out a cooldown, right? That's fade right there. And then outburst is going to be forced in a second. Right? And then from there, kill Moira, kill the Ilyari, and then kill the Sojourn. So we're just poking right now. Working him down. I can actually do more damage than Orisa can at that range consistently. Because I can land like basically all my pellets, but she can't land very many of her shots. I got surprisingly low here. I'm like super confused as to how I get so low. So I think my Ilyari is not healing me, and my Zenyatta is not healing me either. So get her low. Rampage opportunity. What's the Rampage for? Well, remember that we just saw the Orisa use Javelin, and she used Spin, and she used Fortify, so she's going to be vulnerable at a minimum. I'm going to go in here, go for the Sojourn. She slides, kill Sojourn, kill the Orisa. Ashir's low, and then I'm going to die. But hopefully my team should be able to clean it up. Question mark. They are not. Yeah. I think they should have been a lot more aggressive with this. I think I still feel good about this decision. I think so, right? Yeah, because the Orisa's low in there. After I kill the Sojourn, yeah, after the Sojourn dies here for this, and the Orisa dies here for this. So this is like, should be a 5-on-3 situation. Oh, the Zen dies. Okay, 4-on-3, and then the again Genji's super low. That's the problem here. That's why they're so slow to get in. If the Genji had been in there from the very beginning, like that's an easy wipe. Alright, it's 30 seconds. Unfortunately, they're going to have 1-2 big ultimates coming up. We do have Trance. We do have Blade. Blade is popped now for some reason. I am not totally sure why. I think this is a terrible idea. It is a terrible idea. So Blade's going to go off and do absolutely nothing, which is really unfortunate. And I am, generally speaking, in big trouble because I'm basically trying to build ulti between the cart being here and here. Is I have to build 80% ult charge, which is going to be very, very difficult. So Javelin gets popped. I have the pop shout here, I think, in a second. Nope, no, I save it. Wow, I am very gutsy. So Trance gets popped right now. The Trance is also bad. Like, that wasn't going to save the Sojourn, and I'm not actually in danger of dying. This is a big misplay. So, because now basically he's transing into a 3-on-5, but like this isn't going to solve anything. We're not going to stop the cart, we're not going to get any kills, and we're not going to like develop any momentum, like create any space. Like they're literally just going to walk through the trance, even though we're all like theoretically invincible, because we can't kill them right now. Like I can't kill the Orisa, I can't kill the Moira because she's faded, she has coalescence, so she has self-heal and fade. The only way I can get a kill is I have to run into like a room to get there, but I can get kidnapped by the Orisa and it breaks trance LOS. So like this trance is entirely like 100% useless right now. Right? Stay out there, nothing I can do. We're gonna regroup and then we're gonna get blown up from here. Right? So she's even popping ulti early and then so be it. Noting here again that like ultimate usage is super important and just having your supports be able to like land abilities and like use them at the right time is really key. This is a big reason why I really do not enjoy playing quick play nearly as much as I do enjoy playing ranked, because when I play quick play, there are games I play where I'm like, I literally don't know what I could do differently to win this game. I don't feel that way with competitive at all. Like competitive, like no matter how bad it is, it's always like, no, I can see how I could play better, right? And like, yeah, there are teammates that maybe underperform. Of course, that's gonna happen. But there's always like the gap between like what I could do and is always very obvious to me. Quick play doesn't necessarily feel like that. Anyway, that's Rialto. All right, we're doing our last map. So this is going to be Shambali Monastery. We're going to be on offense here, and we're going to be playing against Sigma initially, then D.Va, and then Orisa. So two things I want to point out in this one. Number one is looking for opportunities on offense, right? Looking for a lot of the matches I've actually done this time have been defense just coincidentally, but on offense, I think Junker Queen's just as viable. In fact, arguably better on offense, I think, than on defense. Trying to figure out how to pick apart the opposing team's like formation, looking for advantages. Number one. Number two is playing versus a Bastion. So they're going to go Bastion in the second half of the map and trying to figure out like what do you do as Junker Queen against that, since you're not a hero that has damage mitigation, that has the ability to stun him. Like how do you play around that? So we're going to start out main. They're playing Sigma. I think Sigma is reasonably good against Junker Queen. If you can't close the gap, I think you're pretty screwed. I'm slow on the knife there. I really should have pulled that Bastion down. I just like this is not a spot I expect people to be. Like I've never seen an enemy here in my life. So like up here. So I just like mentally was not ready for like where he could possibly be up here. It's very unusual. But if I picked him there, that would be an easy fight win. We're gonna go up. I don't want to walk through this main. There's way too much spam. So I'm gonna go left side and I'm gonna take high ground from here. Walking up, great. I don't even care if I'm quiet or not because I really just want to clear this as soon as possible. Miss the knife. Junkrat's in my face. Oh yeah, they have Bastion the whole game. I realized, oh shoot. And this is really unfortunate. The Sigma has zoned my entire team. Bastion can come here and kill me. Alright, bad start. That's fine, right? So now I'm like mentally, look, I need to adjust to the fact that there is a Bastion. I walk up main this time. Alright, he blocks the knife, that's fine. Alright, again, going left side. So now I have teammates here, which is great. I'm walking up. Shout. I don't even know what's happened here. They've all decided to give up the space anyway, so excellent. I didn't really need to do anything here. Life Weaver's here, looking for it. Hit the knife, big knife. Get the kill. Juking a little bit because I don't want to die and take too much damage here. Walking forwards. Sigma pops this. Right? I remember you can melee through Sigma Grasp. I get him low. He goes backwards. Great. I don't even care about him anymore. At this point, like he's no longer a threat. He's going to die here no matter what. And Sigma doesn't do high damage, so I don't have to worry about him killing anybody, including me. I'm looking for the Bastion. Unfortunately, too much damage, so I chill. Now walk forward again. Looking for the Bastion. I take the path through the window. By the way, you can do this little hop here if you do it correctly. And I'm trying to cut the Bastion's escape off. Bastion's a relatively large target, so I'm trying to pull him out of position. Hit him with the axe. He's low. Trying to force the kill. Right? I can't get the kill, but he pops tank form, which is great. Excellent. Now I don't deal tank form anymore. Right? I juke it, go back, I get pretty low. Yugari puts down pylon for me. I want to get the Mega here because I want to heal up as soon as possible. So now that I hear the Bastion, right? I know the Bastion's turret form is down. Now I can push back in and do the exact same thing again. So I'm looking for him. I want the knife on him. I pull him in. The problem is now there's the Diva and the Lifeweaver to save. Okay, fine. You force it out. Diva's on top of me. All right. Again, I'm meleeing her through defense matrix. Number 1 to do a little damage, but number 2 to get regen. Because your melee does 15 health, 15 bleed damage, so that's going to give you 30 healing. Which is, like, obviously not a lot, but if the Diva's matrixing, she can't deal that damage anyway, so it's free health. I'm going to get Sunstruck here. And then I think everything's going to go very poorly. I think it's hard for me, just for the audio lines, to like get used to when it's ours versus theirs. And because both popped at the same time, if I realized that she was ulting, I think I probably would have just stayed in. If the enemy Yari was ulting. I think this is my mistake, just like still adapting to the mental muscle memory of her ult line. Alright, so we reset again. This is fine, right? Still a minute and a half left to cap. I walk forwards, this is fine. Right, just working the Diva a little bit. Chilling. So, I'm being aggressive right now because I know a lot of Diva Matrix has been used up. Well, at least half of it's been used up. I get the opportunity to get a free axe there, and I pop Rampage. So this is going to be a 3-man Rampage right now, and then I'm going to use this opportunity to kill the Bastion. So in this situation with the Bastion, I'm not going to get closer to him. Very, very important, right? I'm going to stay as far away as I can to juke him because I'm going to have basically 100% accuracy in this situation. Well, he may not. And this is going to be very relevant. So I think GM, I probably die here, but at least this situation, I'm not going to die. So if we look at it from the Bastion's perspective, ulti's going to go across. He pops it. So you see, he's like hitting maybe 25% of the shots or so on me. Like not enough. I think in GM I probably die there. But regardless, I think it still would have worked out okay. Because even if he kills me, I think my team like still runs over them. Right? Also, I think my Kiriko could have gotten to me sooner and probably would have in higher ranks. So, great cleanup. Point 1's over. Going out here, seeing if I can get a pick. Grenade hits. So I know the Bastion's like overextended here, so I'm looking to see if I can get an opportunity. I missed the knife. If I got the knife, different story. Bastion's low. Okay, great. So the Bastion's going to pop ulti from here. You'll see this from prior videos. I'm going to wait for a second to see where it's going to land, and then I'm going to pop shout right away. Right? So that gets everybody out. Right? Nobody dies to this. We lose a turret. Who cares? No problem. Nobody dies to this. That's the most important part. I need to play slow because my main healer is on the cart. So, slow, 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 slow. Torb dies here for silly reasons. Soldier pops overclock. I can hear from the direction that it's going to be in the window. So, I want to walk backwards to try to help with the soldier. But there's too much damage right now. And then we're going to end up dying. So, I don't know where my Kiriko was. I think she bails completely. Yeah, she doesn't have an angle to do anything to help anybody. So it's good overclock, forces us all out. Going to fight again. Looking for a window pull, right? So again, the theme of this video is going to be just looking for opportunities on offense, right? So in this situation, like, look, we're just regrouping. I'm going to say, hey, if I can get the Bastion here, big opportunity. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in and start taking space against them. Because I know that with our lineup and our spawn advantage, we should be able to take this space away. Because it's really hard for the window people to do anything once you start getting close, like underneath. They can't really help very much. So I chill here for a second, waiting for healing. Yep, that's fine. Start walking in, looking for squishies here. Miss the soldier, that's fine. Right, Yari pops ultimate, I walk backwards. Oh, Trance gets popped. Okay, great. So now Trance is popped, so we're all basically invincible. Soldier slides. Alright, whatever. Oh, this is unfortunate. I remember I was thinking about bomb too. But I pop shout to get in. She pops bomb in the middle. I can't quite make it to the corner because I'm focused. I could have made it to the corner if I wasn't focused on killing her. But I thought I had time to kill her and get out, which was not correct. But my soldier is going to wipe here. Great, so we'll take it. Does a good enough job at least. So we're running back up. So I initially start walking, I think, to the left. Yeah. So when I come out of spawn, I initially start walking to the left which is the direction you would go if you were coming this way to go to the ramp. But once I realized that the cart is actually still pushing, you want to go to the right to come up here, because this path's actually significantly faster. And my Zen realizes it before I do. So going back up, Torp's got a kill, traded out. All right, so both teams down at DPS, 4-4. Gonna try to see what I can do here. They have a Mei now, always fun. All right, and I'm gonna get obliterated here. Just having not played Junker Queen very much against Mei, especially in the recent match, she does a good job just kiting me here, so I can't lend the axe. Without the axe, I have no sustain, and without any sustain, I don't have any health. My Kiriko is like a little slow here at realizing the situation, and then I'm gonna die. So not a good start. Like, made some major mistakes here so far. Got to come back in. So because we don't have this room control anymore, we're going back to ramp and taking it this way. I think that is the safer option typically, rather than trying to force your way through the right side. The problem is, if they have control of this room, your whole team has to go through this one choke, which is very, very difficult to do. The ramp side gives you a lot more space to work with. All right, coming up here, I do have ulti coming pretty soon. Hit the Life Weaver, great. Okay, forced out dash, fine. So forced out tank form, I jump off, right? I use shout to dodge it. The Torbjorn dies, unfortunately, so we're in a 4-5 situation. I get knocked back by the spin. I see that the Orisa is low and her back is turned to me, and I know the Mei has no ice block right now. So I also Rampage. I'm looking for it. Do I need it? Javelin goes off, and I pop it. So she's going to spin me here, which is fine. All right, she's already so low that even if it's only her, I can force the kill on her. So you're going to see right here that after she blocks this, which is a good block by her, it's a good play by her. But the problem is she's already so low, and I knew that, so I was working her down right after. She gets gripped, but she gets gripped at 3 health, so she's going to die anyway, because again, nothing can give her health at this point, so she's going to die from the bleed damage from ultimate. Shot to go in, get kills. Almost hit that one. There's some whiffing here. I hit her with that. She pops Sunstrike. That's fine. So, definitely in trouble here. But they mess up. Definitely mess up here. They should have had me. Right. Get the kill in the Mei. Right, Trance here. Orisa's here. Okay, that was a surprise. Now I can't do anything. But I noticed that she's super low, so I'm going to pull her forward. I want this one shot to kill, and I do get it. And that is very, very helpful. So with the Orisa dead, I know she's respawning over there, so I have time to push the advantage, right? These are the advantages you have when they're down in numbers. You know, like, as Junker Queen especially, you're very good at pushing these because you have speed, which a lot of other tanks do not have. You have flexible speed, right? Like, if you look at Rein can just charge in, but he can't get out. Junker Queen, I can shout and run halfway in, then assess, like, can I actually commit? If not, you can just back out, which is different than other heroes that are kind of one-way trips for a bit. Working the Bastion low. Mei gets pulled as well. Fine. All right. Trying to farm ulti. I'm at 64% again. In fact, I'm like farming ulti. I feel extremely well. So for perspective, when I popped ulti before, the Orisa was at 65% when I just popped this ultimate, okay? Right now, she is at 88% and I'm at 64%. So she only got 23% ulti in the time that I got 64, right? So I am 2.5 to 3 times building ulti charge faster. So with the Bastion dead, right, continuing to apply pressure here. Wall goes up, I get around it. I get javelined out of axe, but good save by my supports. I pull the Mei forwards, so I'm able to get out of this. He kills, or she kills the Torbjorn. I missed the knife. I shout, trying to stay alive here. Bastion pops tank form. I'm going to get out of LOS. That's fine. I'm going to get behind the Bastion. Bastion busy shooting my team, which I understand. Right? Shoot, shoot, shoot. He's like, okay, cool. Junker Queen's out of there. He probably expects me to be retreating or something along that. I'm not thinking that at all because I have Rampage. I want to get the flank angle. I hit the Ilyari here and also the Bastion. And then I'm going to work the Bastion down. Great. Excellent. So those two are dead. Kill her. I did not need the knife there. Hit the Orisa. Kill her. And at this point, it's just going to be a stagger fest. So once again, Bastion ulti goes down. I'm looking for it. Waiting. Waiting. Okay, now it's popped. This is why you don't shout too early, by the way, because he can hold it for a pretty long time. Now I shout to make sure she doesn't die. She dies anyway. She definitely could have gotten out of this, for the record. But so be it. I timed the axe perfectly with the Mei, so she's waiting the whole time. So I pop it when she guaranteed has to come out of the ice block, hit her with it, and that's gonna be a cap. Okay, cool. Another note again about playing against Bastion, right? A huge part of it was, hey, bait the tank form out, even if I used to use shout for it, and then re-engage after, and then always looking to pull him with knife because he's very vulnerable to knife pulls because he's such a large hitbox. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. That is Shambali.